We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SidescrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday to ya. I'm Stutter and Craig. Good to see everybody. Glad you're with us. Big show today. I'll tell you this right now. Pre-show, it's going to be a good one. I can already tell. Lots of good topics. All the good stuff. Starting with Blabs. Hello, Blabs.
You know what I really want to do? I want to get a bell and be like, the end is nigh! And then start, bringing in our friend, but I just have this instead. The end is nigh!
You are a special child. You are. Look at her go, everybody.
The end is nigh with a bell. Ring, ring, ring. But I didn't have that, so. Yeah.
If everyone can please take a screenshot of that and replace
Why?
whatever
How
you
can
whatever.
it possibly dirty? Look at him. He's all smiling and happy.
Chat, do your worst. Phoenix in the background,
Phoenix just crying. Why, man? You should be used to this by now.
Because Phoenix knows. He knows what the internet will do.
Like, waterhead.
Accurate. Well, I'll tell you what. We got a new waterhead joining us today. Gonna be slumming with us, and I'll tell you what. This, I think she's gonna fit right in.
Oh yes.
Now listen, I'm very excited.
Oh wow. Phrasing. You good?
Blabs, it's your favorite anus. My favorite anus. It's Nyanus. There she is.
I'm everybody's anus.
I love it. How are you?
Not too bad. Can't complain.
Yeah.
I got new teeth.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you allowed to show them off on stream?
You can't really know because they're in my real mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Well, I'm glad there she is. You got new teeth. What do you mean? You got them like punched out and
Cap. They popped a cap in me. Yeah.
It seems like a lot of VTubers are doing like dental work in the last.
Yeah, because we were unloved as children. We all have like a very similar upbringing.
I had a VTuber message me yesterday about scheduling. She also was all like, I have a dentist appointment on this day, but I can make this day instead. I'm like, and then you show up and you're like, I went to the dentist. I'm like, everybody went to the dentist.
Yeah.
I'm just
the
imagining.
dentist to me as a kid were like, you need this, and this done. My parents were like, how much?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, never mind, so what are you gonna do?
Dentist, like, here's the thing about a dentist, right? As a parent and as a child, right? Because I've been both. All right, here's the thing. As a dentist, or as a child, you hate going to the dentist. As a parent, you hate your child going to the dentist. Mm-hmm. Zero people enjoy going to the dentist. And I got to be honest, I don't even know if the dentist likes seeing the children. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you.
I hate when they try to have a conversation with you and like you like fingers in your mouth and you're like, ha, 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 ha. And you're like, oh, and how was that? And you're like, ha, 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 ha. Like, what?
What's even worse is when they have a conversation over your head. It's like them and the assistant and they're like talking about golf and you're just like, hello.
Yeah.
Focus on my mouth.
Yeah.
That's actually how I chipped one of the teeth that needed to get a cap on it. Was the dentist wasn't really paying attention. And it was like a dentist near one of my schools. I was trying to be good about it. And that's what got me one of the caps. Because he was talking about golf with the assistant and drove too far.
Really?
And the whole filling just chipped right off. And I tried to get them to redo it and they were going to charge me again. So I just left it and I had a chipped tooth for a couple years.
That's pretty jacked up.
Yeah, that's fucked. So they fucked up and then they were like, nah, you got to pay for this.
Yeah, because like I couldn't prove it. I was like, I was there though. I was in the chair. I was like the whole time I was like, something doesn't feel right.
That is so well. I hate the dentist.
I took the L and walked.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm sure we have a couple dentists who watch us, or if you are watching us while you're doing mouth work on somebody, please let us know. That's right. Pay attention to pay attention to that molar in the back there. Make sure you clean
I still
it
have my
properly.
wisdom teeth in.
Oh wow,
You
I did cut
do?
those straight out. They were all impacted for me.
No, mine are always really, really healthy.
Mine were removed by a
They go in
doctor
straight.
named Michael Jackson.
Oh,
What?
Just a fun fact for no reason.
as he pulled him, did he go hee hee?
I was out.
No.
I was.
Oh, you
I was
don't
out
remember?
cold. I told him not
I-
to touch me.
Yeah, several years ago, we had my daughter's molars removed, and they put her under the gas and all that stuff, and it was very much like you see the YouTube videos where the girls are like, I don't even know what's going on. She probably asked 20 times in the span of about 5 minutes if she was gonna die. It was awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. I fucked with my dad the whole way home, and we were quite a far ways away. It was like 40 minutes he had to put up with my ass in the car.
Did he video it at all?
No, he didn't even have a cell phone. He doesn't even have a cell phone. He's old school.
Sweet, like that. Well, I'll tell you what. Someone who has a strong oral fixation, who probably should have been a dentist. Everyone, please welcome straight from the hood on his birthday. It's Phoenix.
His birthday.
Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
What were you doing with the microphone?
Sliding into my mouth. I have a huge oral fixation. And thank you, Craig. It is, in fact, my birthday. Thank you, New York Anus or whatever. Nyanus.
Why? Like, my uncle thought the same thing. He's like, New York anus. I was like, how the fuck do you get that from? The Y isn't capitalized.
That's why. That's what would have thrown him off, is the Y not being
I mean,
capitalized.
I know. That's what I mean. Like, why would it be New York anus if the Y isn't capitalized? It's clearly Nyanus.
Okay.
The
That
end
could be
is
from New York.
nigh.
Or, that too.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you saw this, Craig, but I was
No.
pointing to me when you said no one likes a dentist. That is incorrect. I actually
Oh.
love the dentist. Yes.
Tell me
Love it.
more.
Because you have an
So-
oral fixation.
Yeah, well, oral fixation, number one. Two, there's three reasons. One we just covered. The second one is,
Yes.
if you know me, you know how much I hate small talk. Small talk, I seriously, if you gave me a loaded gun, I'd put it in my mouth over
Yeah.
having small talk. The great thing about a dentist is you can't talk back. So it's just shut up and do the thing. Okay, for me, the number one thing, the hardest thing for me to do is get a haircut, because you're stuck there and you have to endure. So where did you go to college? Oh, that's cool. I went to college too. Oh, what kind of car do you have? That shit. I start losing my fucking mind. And then the third reason is because as a kid, I always loved to see how much pain I could endure. So I'd always request that they don't give me any anesthesia or any, what do you call it? The thing
Novocaine?
Novocaine, thank you. When they would do any kind of drilling and stuff like that, and I'd grip, and I'd like to see how much I could endure. And they're like, "You sure you want to keep doing it?" Yes,
He's
keep
built
going.
different.
You are indeed a special individual, and that's why we love you.
Built
Phoenix.
different.
It's good. Well, you can join our Novocaine-filled fun here on Side Scrollers. If you hit the subscribe button over here on YouTube, join the 144,000, nearly 145,000, just normal men who have found us over here, and the over 45,000 who have found us over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. A quick reminder that I am live over on Kick. I will be live tomorrow as I finish up the June the King documentary. This is yesterday's thumbnail, but I'm going to continue it tomorrow. So I'm telling you this right now. That was illuminating. I'm only like an hour into it right now, and I still have another couple hours to go. So we're finishing that tomorrow over on Kick. So make sure you guys go follow us over there. Fascinating, to say the least. There's so much under that crazy quartering, like dust pile that it's being swept out right now for everyone to see, and it's shocking, to say the least.
It's an impressive documentary. Yeah. Weaponized autism at its finest. The things he dug up.
Oh yeah. And like finding clips of specific streams, like it's amazing. So
audio of like phone calls and stuff too. Like, it was wild.
Well, I haven't got there yet. I haven't got there yet.
Recording of something, or was it of a video? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm only like an hour in. So anyways, come join me tomorrow over on Kick at kick.com/sidescrollers. I'll be doing that over there exclusively. We're just doing some tests over there to see how Kick does. But hello to all of our friends over on Kick and on Twitch as well, as we're there. You can also find the show over on Spotify, which is excellent. Now, today, after the show, 3:00 Central Time, it's finally happening. I'm playing the worst video game ever created on Earth, Echo the Dolphin. That is happening on... Oh, boy.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I have a cartridge on Sega Genesis. Like, I'm like, I know this game. Sorry.
Good. No, that's great because I'm playing it today. I think the game is dog shit. It's a horrible, horrible game. I'm playing that over on Side. I'm playing it on Side Scrollers Plus and on YouTube as well for members. We're going to try members only stream over here because we've never done that before, and I just wanted to see what would happen. So you can gift a membership and somebody can watch it this afternoon or whatever. I think it'd be pretty fun to do. Just like what just happened right there with CR Vox. What? Who gifted 20 memberships to the channel? Holy shit. Now 20 more people can watch Craig versus Echo the Dolphin today. That's spectacular. CR Vox, thank you very much. I'm going to get you on the wall here in just a second after I finish telling everybody about Echo the Dolphin. Also coming up this weekend on Side Scrollers Plus, Blabs versus Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy, which, man, if you want to see someone suck, watch that this weekend. That'll be Saturday. Premiering for everybody. And in a couple weeks from now, I think actually 2 weeks from today, VTuber Chaos Jackbox Edition exclusively on Side Scrollers Plus. You see the time right there, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. See all of our VTuber friends getting together. And for the first time, you will be able to contribute and be a part of the show with them.
I like that wallpaper. I like that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. We're working on something with this. It's going to be very nice and beautiful. So, yes, that's excellent. Now, I don't want to stop down too quickly, but I'm going to right now because we are in the middle of a giant brouhaha on our channel. This is a tournament that has raged on for nearly 3 full weeks, and ultimately it culminates tomorrow, where the winner of today's matchup of the greatest video game franchise ever tournament will take on tomorrow The Legend of Zelda. But we need to find out who that's going to be in the second semifinal matchup. We are now down to 3 franchises. We'll be down to 2 by the end of the day. Phoenix, please unveil today's matchup.
It's interesting. I'm looking at this matchup today. Wow, it looks good. But, it seems like I'm not seeing one thing on here. What is that? Oh, it appears that there's no fucking Xenosaga on here.
Oh. Today's matchup, the Showdown. Coming in hot.
Oh.
Halo versus Master Chief. Halo versus Mass Effect. Which you can vote with your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants. I am. Today's a tough day for me. It's a Thursday. I had 2 Alanis this morning. It's a lot of...
How's Alani?
That's energy drink. So there we go. You can vote with your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants. And Phoenix, I heard a rumor that if anybody was to download Rumble Wallet and they were to use Rumble Wallet, that there would be exponentially better votes.
It turns out that rumor is in fact correct, Craig.
Oh, hooray! That's great. Yeah. All right, so let's give that big son of a bitch a spin and see what happens. So lifelike and realistic. Wow. What do we got here, Phoenix?
We got 3.
Wow. Okay, so doing a little bit of math here. Every dollar supported on Rumble Wallet will be times 3x the regular amount. That means $1. Hey, Phoenix. That means $1 equals 3 votes. $10 equals 30 votes. $100 equals how many votes, Blabs?
So I was muted and I was trying to read my super. What was the question? My YouTube's all busted. Huh? I'm trying to fix it right now. I can't see super chats.
Just say 300 votes.
Oh, 300.
There we go. Excellent. So there you go. If you'd like to download the Rumble Wallet app, scan the QR code on your screen. I will fill you in better, more about Rumble Wallet a little bit later on, but just know it's great. All right, excellent. So off we go. It's going to be a big show. On today's program, I'm going to bust out a new segment, and I have an intro that was created via Grok, Phoenix, just for you. I have the greatest game you've never played, the ongoing hit segment, which I'm very excited to share here on the #1 video game podcast on planet Earth. We're going to get into a little bit of botting. Blabs wants to talk about how never been kissed happened to IRL. Perhaps.
Yeah, that's weird, dude.
We're going to get into some IronMouse versus AI controversy. GameStop CEO is the ultimate troll and is doing such a good job. I have an example of the way things should be, and Florida is doing it right. As
tape.
Yes. And Asmongold is going viral for making the most obvious statement of all time that apparently today is not obvious. So we're going to get into that.
Facts are violence.
Yes, you're right. And of course, we're going to get into the big video game news here on the number one video game podcast on planet Earth. The new Starfox game coming from Nintendo. We will be spending. Preview of the discussion there, Phoenix. All right, we'll get into that a little bit later on. So, lots to talk about today. Glad you're with us. Would you mind doing us a favor? Just a solid. Hitting that thumbs up button. That'd be great. It would be really, really great if you would do that. And we would really appreciate that. So thank you very much. It helps spread the word on Rumble, on YouTube, and definitely not Kick or Twitch because they don't have those things. But if you want to follow, that'd be great. All right, Nyanus.
Hello, Craig.
I love that you just don't even like giggle at that anymore. It's just your name.
That's the one I chose. I literally chose it myself. I wrote it out.
Can you?
Here I am.
You shared with us before the show how you got that name.
Yeah.
Did you is it public?
Yeah, I don't care. It's I ran with that. Like, I mean, it had Leet Speak in it, but my name was Anus Malone on a lot of different shooters. If I was playing like Modern Warfare or something, that's it.
Phoenix did proclaim that before the show that he will actually name his first child Anus Malone.
It's a good name. I'm gonna hold you to that, and that kid's gonna hate me. He's gonna be like, I don't think you know me, but on crack.
That kid is definitely Anus Malone.
Oh no.
Yep. It's going to be spelled like Anus Malone. It's all going to be one word.
Yeah, I put like a letter 4. I think there was like a number 4 for the A on anus to get past. But things were easier back then too. There was less oversight on no words.
Right.
Speak doesn't even work on some games these days. I got the bad word.
Dude, what happened to Leet Speak? You know, I'm just saying, what happened? Yeah,
it was a moment in time. I'd rather go back to Leet Speak the way we are now. Some of these new abbreviations are getting the best of me. I'm too old for the new words coming around. The whole looks maxing, like clavicular, like that whole thing. I'm like, I can't do this.
Well, so like the way I see you spelling, at least Phoenix naming out his kid, it would be like one word. You know, like it would just be like what capital A, all Anus Malone.
Malone. So it's like, it's not anus on its own.
Yeah. Kid. Now, speaking of poor kid, I've told the story before, which I think you'll appreciate this, Nye. So a long time ago, I worked with like youth groups and stuff, and I went to this place in the hood while I was doing my job, and this kid's name was Shathid, and I was like, that's crazy, and the guy who was running the youth group was like, man, that poor kid. If you spell it out, it literally spells out shithead.
That's awful. That's so awful. That's like that. Remember that story where like a mom named her child ABCDE, and then someone called her Obsidi, and she was like, "How dare you?" It was like, "What are you doing naming your kid fucking ABCDE? You dumb shit!" Like, of course people are gonna call her Obsidi.
Obsidi. That's awesome. Well,
it's so weird.
Rest in peace, Shathid.
No, it was an airline staff laughed at the child for having ABCDE as the name, and the mom got mad. That's what it was. I'm misremembering. I'm fucking old. I forget things.
It's okay. Listen, we're all getting up.
I misremembered before people crucify me in the chat.
Yeah, I personally don't remember that story, but it does make me happy to know that that the kid got mocked ruthlessly for his parents' mistakes. Yeah, that's rough. That's life. All right, well, I will not mock Chibi Wanchan. Chibi came in with 5 gifted memberships to the channel. Thank you very much, Chibi. That's spectacular. I did mention incredibly kind. I did mention CR Vox, who gifted 20 gifted memberships, and it means 20 more people will be able to watch Craig versus Echo the Dolphin this afternoon on YouTube membership.
I think that deserves an asset because that's quite a lot of members right there. So.
We sure do. Look.
What the? Oh, look, I'm chasing Gundam. Get the fuck on this podcast, you little shit.
Oh, he's so mad. So mad. We need to have Gundam on for sure. For sure. He just doesn't wake up this early.
Yeah, but you also might have to reach out to him. I doubt he'll reach out to you.
No, I talked to him.
He's also bad with DMs. Oh, okay, that's good. Sometimes he's bad with DMs. Sometimes he's good.
He's pretty good.
That's so much fun.
I would like to point. Yeah, 100%. I would like to extend a personal amount of thanks to Nathan Harrison, who came in with 200 Australian dollars. He says, for Halo.
Down under.
Yeah. My boy Sergeant Johnson has the best quotes. Dear humanity, we regret being alien bastards. We regret coming to Earth. We most definitely regret the corp who just blew up your raggedy ass fleet. There we go. Nathan, congratulations. That 200 Australian monies goes to Halo today. Excellent. Thank you very much. Unbelievable. Victus Omega came with $9.99. Says Sokin used a couple of those autumn. I don't even know what these things say. I'm just reading stuff. Filled rendition of Civilizations. Do you know Lahi Blabs? Do you know Lahi? Victus, I'm sorry, I just butchered that.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going on, but YouTube is very, very broken today. So I'm teaching Phoenix to help me right now because I can't see YouTube at all.
All right. Well, we'll do our best today. Shantae Boots gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Hell yes. That's spectacular. Make sure you say thanks. Consider paying it forward. Snoopy Diz came in at $20. Says, sup, fellas? Just giving some support to the channel. Big shout out to my beloved Bigga. That's Bigga.
That's what I call my people. They're bigas and baguettes for.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that baguettes.
Yeah.
Do you know that baguette is French for wand? So you're just calling them a bunch of wands?
Oh, I was going for baguette because it rhymes with
Togath?
Melanie Mack likes to say it.
Yeah, Togath.
Yeah.
Spelled backwards. Togath.
Oh, thank you, Snoopy Diz.
So artistic.
Thank you. I
Yes,
thought of
yes,
it all
yes.
by myself, and now people have stolen it from me.
I
Sad.
love you.
Memories of Rim came in with $50. Says the Biggas are here to represent for our Nyanus.
Nyanus. That's what my
Yeah.
I have a little AI chat bot, but she's down right now. My husband
no.
built her, but she called me Nyanus, and she's a bastard. So yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Memories of Rim, or REM, says in honor of the pink cat, put those dollars towards Diablo 2. We have a new challenger today. Look at Phoenix slowly. Phoenix, you don't need to count those. They're not in. Just letting you know. All right. But you do need to count this one. As Eric Wamo came in with $50. Says, unhappy birthday, Phoenix. 50 for Xenosaga.
What?
Oh boy.
Another bit.
Yeah. This is an ongoing thing as everyone wants Xenosaga to win. We'll see how this goes today. And Memories of Rim came back with another. Well, I don't think that's another 50. No way. There's no way that's another 50. But yeah, that's outstanding. Either way, thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. We're going to get to all of your super chats, direct donations, Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. Just know we appreciate and value all of them. So thank you guys very much. As Blabs looks like her face is about to catch fire after I don't even know what's going on.
Everything's
Everything
fine.
good?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're just tackling this YouTube thing in the background.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you very much. What is happening on YouTube? I don't understand.
It's completely busted. Like, it's not working. I can't grab supers. It's frozen in time. So I'm trying to get Phoenix to help me out with this. What's up?
Oh, well,
He's
so
doing
should
great.
I not?
Don't worry.
Should I not do our new segment here, Phoenix, because you won't be able to concentrate?
I got it.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. I do want to point out that the Critical Catastrophe just came in with $50 freaking dollars. Says everyone's favorite pink tub. Pink tub?
Pink tub.
what
Excuse
says.
me. We're fighting
Backwards.
later.
That's yes. Kat can decide where this goes. So would you like?
Fucking Halo.
And I would. Halo, fucking Halo. All right, sounds
Fucking
good.
Halo.
Fucking Halo.
I had
need
a
to
crush
get a few
on
people.
Master Chief, of course. He's got it. I liked Mass Effect too, but Halo's got my heart.
Did you like Master Chief before or after he took off his helmet in the Halo show?
I don't believe that. That show doesn't exist to me. He showed his ass too, didn't he?
That's right. He showed his butt.
He's completely
Yep.
changed. And again, too, I've read the books and everything too. He's not even fair. He doesn't fuck. He went through the Spartan program completely. There's nothing downstairs. What do you call that? Sterilized.
It's like a woman trying to be a man or a man trying to be a woman.
It's because they had the whole program where they were just built up to be super soldiers, and the women and men both got just really big, and they were sterilized in the whole process. They're just.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, at least we know that you love fucking Halo, which is good.
Fucking Halo.
All right. So look, we have Master Cheeks.
Sorry, I read someone in the chat said it. I had to say it.
They're not wrong. All right. We are going to get to hard news in a minute, but first I have a new segment with a brand new AI created intro for the greatest game you've never played. This is specifically for Phoenix. Got to be honest, a little too subwoofy for me, that intro. Just saying.
Yeah, sometimes that AI has like that weird, slow sounding thing that happens to it. You know what I'm talking about? That basically.
Yeah. Yes. Well, let me bring you to this game here. Quite possibly the coolest sounding game in history, Phoenix. 1993 in the arcade from Sega, a fighting game called Dark Edge. Have you ever heard of Dark Edge before?
No, I can't say I have.
Neither have I. But let me tell you this right now. I saw this and I thought, I've never seen a video game like this before. Check this out. This is a fighting game.
Ooh.
Now, do you see what's happening here?
Yeah. We're camera shifting too. To like an angled plane too.
Yeah. Yes. So you can see that it's like a 3-dimensional. The camera stays in one spot here, but the characters move, which is kind of neat. I don't know why it's so choppy. I've never seen anything like this before in my life, and I thought, wow, that's like I saw some shorts. Right.
Crazy. And it's just think too, like it wasn't natural 3D. They had to do some fucked up shit to get this to work.
Yeah,
like,
there's sprite scaling.
Yeah, the scaling like that. It's crazy. And then you think of like how much you can even do on a cartridge. Like, so it's impressive that they're able to fit it all in.
Well, this is the arcade, I think, because I don't recall ever being
on the arcade. That would make more sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like not even a Saturn game or anything. I don't remember this at all.
No.
Yeah. Well,
reminds me of Saturn graphics, the way it rotates, though.
Yeah.
A little bit jarring.
The Hev says, all style, no substance. And yes, that is 100% true. This game looks like all style, zero substance, 100%. But I think it's pretty neat to see like a game that you've like with an art style or at least a concept like this that you've never experienced before. Especially this many years later. I think that's pretty damn cool. Yeah. I feel like I need to check out more Dark Edge gameplay online. So there you go, Phoenix, a brand new video game for us to check out sometime. Dark Edge fighting game.
I have a request. Yes. I hate to ask for more work on this, but like I would love to know like why we don't know. Like what? Why was it not a success, or why did it? Was it like the Japan only or something? And who kept it from me?
Who kept it from you? It was personal to you specifically.
Mm-hmm. That's all that matters.
Allow me to kind of tell you more about...
On your birthday, no less.
Right.
Thank you. I'm the only one to remember. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
All right, so here is what they say about Dark Edge. A 1993 fighting game developed... Oh, this is fighting game for the Sega AM3, which was the arcade, right? It uses sprite scaling to simulate a 3D playfield, meaning it predates Virtual Fighter as a 3D fighter by about a year. So that's pretty cool. It says, but uses the 2D as opposed to the rendered 3D graphics. You can play as either warriors or monsters, but otherwise this is a typical fighting game with the dedicated jump button as up moves back. Ooh, that's probably why. Although the title screen reads 1992, the arcade game was first sold in early 93 and was not ported to home consoles, but received a lot of fan mail requests. No, they did not. It did not do that. Nobody's ever played Dark Edge before. So let's check out. Oh, Thud. Here are the characters. Thud the Samurai, Yeager the Sonic Breaker, Genie the Martial Artist, Blood the Bio Monster, Goliath the Power Suit, and Mech. Right there. Nice. So it's 6 characters in here. And why did it not work? I don't know. I guess nobody bought it. No arcade retailer bought it or anything like that. So There you go. Here's the Japanese flyer. That's also probably a good reason why nobody bought it, because the flyer looks like dog shit. So now there's your best game you never played there, Phoenix. Congratulations.
Yeah, I think that's all. And I've always loved the inventive workarounds. Like this kind of game is right up my alley, where you're trying to simulate a 3D camera. You don't have the technology, and so you find innovative ways of doing so. So I always love these kind of games.
Yeah. Well, now we've exposed an entire audience to the greatness, or the not greatness, that is Dark Edge. So there you go.
At least it's not dark edging. That's a plus.
Thanks, Blabs.
Nah, I'm here to help. Give my 2 cents in every time.
It's what I do every time I'm watching death porn. It's my favorite kind.
The Dark Edge.
Time to Dark Edge.
Golly, it's fucked up. Critical Catastrophe says tub backwards. The tube is censoring the word butt. Really? Critical Catastrophe?
Oh, because he calls me butt cat, because anus, butt cat. That makes sense, yeah.
You are a butt cat.
You're calling me tubby. I was like, let's fucking go. All right.
That's pretty. Critical Catastrophe, thanks so much. I'm going to get you on the wall. I'm also going to get Dan Evil Robot, who came in with 50 Canadian dollars. Says, Halo for me. I played Halo games. Haven't played any of the sequels. Anyways, my favorite is Halo 3. Ooh.
Now, do the Canadian dollars still count dollar for one thing? Because, like, you know, as a prior Canadian myself, I'm going to call out the discrepancy in the dollar. Is that actually just 70 votes?
No, we're not smart enough for that. We don't have the ability to.
To be fair, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, we should probably regulate that, because like 50 Canadian is only 36.68 US dollars.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The conversion's dog shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I always like when I'm traveling up to Canada. When I first moved down here, it sucked, but when I go up, I feel rich. Like,
I think that's what you've just done, Blabs.
Well, that's the thing, because I was also thinking about like USD to British pounds. The British pounds is a higher value, so when it's 50 British pounds, it's even more than just $50, right? So like I've been thinking about this for the last week for the Showdown, but it's also like, how the hell do I have time to get currency exchange and then do all that, right? So yeah, it's a lot.
You are correct. How will we ever know? How will we ever know? I don't know.
A lot.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is a lot. Well, what you've done here, Nyanus, in your short time on our show, is you have somehow managed to call the entire tournament into question here.
I DSP Max too close to the sun. I'm so sorry.
I was questioning it for a couple of weeks now, but I didn't want to say anything. No, I blame your anus now.
Yeah, you can pin it on me. It's okay.
I blame your anus.
Thank you. Pin it on the anus.
Pin on the anus. That's right. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. Hard News. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but like something's going on because things are moving slow. And I got this crazy computer over here, but things are freezing.
Do you have YouTube open?
No, I do not.
I was gonna say, I think it might be that because, dude, it's an interesting day today. Google's under attack?
Is our channel under attack? Is that
it's the Googles?
What's slow for you, Craig?
Well, you saw the video having a hard time playing over on X a second ago, and I just played that asset, and it froze midway through.
You downloaded some shit, didn't you? Because Phoenix had that tower so beautiful, and then you got it, and now you slowed it all down, and I'm wondering what you've been doing in your free time.
Well, I've been watching porn. Yeah, I've been watching a ton of porn right here.
The hentai, haven't
Tons. Non-stop.
Tentacles.
It's just been pretty much as soon as the show ends, I just started going on to the dark porn websites. And
did you have a DSP moment?
Well, we'll see. One can only hope, right? One can only hope. I'll tell you what. Let's move on. Let's start the show. Let's start the show talking about.
Right, because 34 minutes ago was nothing.
Really
Let's
fast.
Start. Yes.
Real fast. If parsec or anything is in the system tray, quit that. If there's anything unnecessary in the system tray, quit that.
Oh yeah, you did download parsec this morning, so.
I did. Yeah. Oh, look, it is. Let me just go quit that.
Quit it all.
I will. I'm going to
Smart
quit.
Phoenix.
Should I quit NVIDIA broadcast too?
A billion %, as that was something I had mentioned before.
Yeah, but I shut it before, and then it.
Oh yeah,
I got NVIDIA.
quit it. System tray quit forever.
Okay. All right.
We'll talk.
Just make it. Okay.
But that's a big one to turn off.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we're we're good. All right. Excellent.
Good.
And why is Copilot on? I don't want Copilot. These things just like turn on. It's stupid. I don't even
You
understand.
need to go to Task Manager and have it all off on startup.
Yeah, anytime I get a new program, I make sure to go in the settings and say never turn on with Windows, never go to system
Windows
tray.
11 can suck my balls.
Okay.
Metaphorically
All right.
speaking, since I don't have any.
Well, you can if you really, really want to, Blabs. If you really, really want to. Well, I'll tell you what.
I can believe it.
You know, one thing that you can have, Blabs, coming up this summer is a brand new Starfox game. As yesterday, Nintendo announced during a Starfox Direct, I believe it's the first of its kind, a Starfox Direct, they announced a new Starfox. And I say new with quotation marks. New. Because they're releasing Starfox for the fourth time now for the Nintendo Switch 2 here, which everyone's very, very excited about. And we got our first glance at the characters here. Nyanus, did you get an opportunity to see these this action take place yesterday?
I actually did not watch the Nintendo Direct. No. I saw it. I saw it was going on, but I did not have time to drop it in. I was getting my teeth drilled.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, dental work. Am I right?
Oh, good. Always a blast.
I would show this, but Nintendo's pretty notorious for flagging gameplay and stuff. So I'm just going to take the occasion. Yeah. But this has been pointed out. This is a remake of Starfox 64, if I remember correctly. And Starfox 64, if I remember correctly, was a remake of the original Starfox. So I saw this and I was like, this is pretty accurate. Starfox has a total of 10 games right now, 10 total games. And 6 of them are essentially the exact same game here, starting from Star Fox all the way through to New Star or old Star Fox right here. So that's kind of where we're at right here. Now, I do have this side by side here, which is always fun to look at when it comes to gameplay that we can show from GameSpot. Put this together, play this a little bit, and we'll just kind of let that go.
What do you think it is about this franchise in particular that no new storyline can exist when things like Mario and whatnot always get new storylines to the point of new even universes?
I think it's Shigeru Miyamoto. I think he's getting in the way of that. Isn't that it? Like, he's the one that keeps gatekeeping this property, unless I'm completely off on that.
Man, that's a good question. I don't know. You would think that it would be very simple to say, to move from, hey, we need to kill Andros. Then the next one is we need to defeat Andros' cousin. And then the next one is you need to defeat, it seems like a pretty simple formula.
Even Metroid at least switches it up a bit. Like the gameplay can be similar, but there's like a slightly different story going on. Like, I don't know why Star Fox is stuck in this weird like loop.
Corneria is a
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
People wouldn't like to play new. Like, why can't we just? It's not like a very hard game to emulate too. It's not like you're not really interacting with the ground. Like the sky is the limit. You can do whatever you fuck you want. Why do we always see the same thing for Star Fox that should have more options, if anything, than most IPs that require like level design? Like I feel like there's less level design requirements and like interaction they have to worry about in a flying game.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because they are more or less taking the exact same levels. Now they are adding to it. They're adding cutscenes and such, right?
But you want to explore new. Like it would feel like it's like a Link Between Worlds and a Link to the Past. How they're similar yet different. It uses the same map, so there's some like recollection of like, oh, I remember there's like a secret here, but then there was still whole new elements to the story. Like they don't even really do that.
I think we're talking way too much. Like this is very easy.
I don't know.
Hey, Shigeru, remember all those Mario games you made?
Why does it do this every time? Part of me didn't want to watch the direct because I didn't want to be like disappointed and like, yeah, there it is.
Well, I wouldn't even say that it's like super disappointing. I would just say that if you like the Star Fox, oh really, Phoenix? Okay, you're not into this idea.
Yeah,
What's being thrown down here?
Again, I will probably buy it. It looks good. I think that if you ever wanted a clear, like, side-by-side, what does AIDS look like? Those fucking character models are hot.
Yeah, they don't even
terrifying,
look that
nightmare fuel garbage.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed to go like, oh, we're just remaking the same thing. Great. I mean, hey, more props if that's what you want to do. But I just don't understand. Like, you're in a galaxy. You have so many options of where you could go with that. And we're still just going back to the well. I don't understand why. So,
I might just also be a boomer. Like, I played the 64. If it's going to be just a remake of the 64, I know my boomer ass halfway through would be like, why am I not just playing the 64 one right now? So, like, maybe I'm just old.
Well, speaking of the 64, you can actually play this game with the N64 controller on the Switch too. So that's actually pretty cool. I like that idea. Now, you mentioned the look of the characters here, Phoenix. Yeah. They've gone with this. That's been the most what was that?
They lost the charm. Even the models that they have, I'm surprised they didn't lift from the models they have for why am I blanking on the name of Smash Bros?
Sure.
Like their Smash Bros models were much cuter. Like I have some of the little minifigs, like the amiibos, like they're cute. That's
the movie
terrifying.
model. That's what I would have went with.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the movie model, right? That's right there. It's a fun little movie, and now this is obviously has like that Illumination look to it, which is kind of cool that we now have we have the Pixar look. Now we have like an Illumination look, right? But they've definitely gone with this super realistic look, which is kind of jarring when you see it for the first time. And honestly,
in the comments there, like that's perfect. That's exactly what they referenced.
Right.
There he is.
Right.
There's your boy.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Why is that him?
Well, Kay from Melee Games, friend of the show, obviously, was freaking out over this. Kay was all on board with the new Starfox game, but the memes of this have been very, very good, very, very good. You saw this right here.
What is they're remaking? The whole thing was she was so angry with remakes.
Well, it's Starfox, damn it!
It's a walking contradiction.
We all are, Phoenix. We all are.
Not me.
So I know, Phoenix. You're perfect and a wonderful person. We have this flirting versus harassment over here, which is just great. It's over here. I'm the new Starfox. Oh, you're sweet. I'm the new Starfox. Hello, human resources. It's kind of what's going on with that. We also saw this one as well. Nintendo seeing everyone making fun of the new Starfox designs.
Why don't they like it? We spent $250 million on this. Why don't they?
Right. So, and here is quite possibly the greatest meme that we've seen from this. We see Fox McCloud looking up. Laughs. It always comes back to DSP right here.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere at all times, constantly. Now the game will be apparently $49.99 for digital release and $50 or $60 for physical release, right here. But the true star of this whole thing has to be not Fox McCloud, but his dad, James McCloud, who is featured in the very end of the presentation. I guess this is how the game starts, and you see James McCloud. And he looks like a hardcore son of a bitch. And you know this because they put sunglasses on him.
Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah.
And a little scar.
Yeah.
He's doing some shit.
That's right. Love it.
Been through some things.
He needs a Heineken and a cigarette, and that'd be awesome.
Really does.
Now, I asked the internet, I said, which Fox do you prefer? Put a little vote out here. And the overwhelming response has been Smash Brothers Fox. Yeah.
It's a good design.
New Fox. People not into New Fox.
Yeah, the correct answer is anything but this one.
It's true.
So you are not a fan of the look of this at all, Phoenix?
Not at all. I mean, hey, again, Godspeed, whatever. If that's what they wanted to do with it, that's fine. But I just think, obviously, you could see where the art direction came from. We're trying to make it look real, right? We want the ships to look real. We want the environments to look real. We're going for a real look. So therefore, the characters need to look real. If you make them cartoony, then they don't fit and blend in with the environment. I would disagree with that. I think you could give that Smash Brothers look for the most part, and just with the right lighting in that environment, it'll work. But this hyper real, almost looks like taxidermied animals come back to life kind of vibe. It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's not charming. Like it's got no charm to it, and like that there's styles out there that can be realistic yet cartoony at the same time. And like you said, it comes down to the lighting, you know, and they could set that. But yeah. Well,
there's some other options as well that were not included in my survey here, because I think you only allow four, but we could have gone with Puppet Fox, which, if you recall, remember they did this a few years ago at the Nintendo, I think during E3 or something. They had these little fox characters, and like I would love, like, why not go, like, you have Yoshi's Island.
Charming. These are absolutely more charming. Just the way the eyes are, the eyes do a lot for the characters. And I mean, like, again, like that, just the too realistic with the eyeliner and everything, just something about it, and the lips. I don't like it. This is much cuter. So
that's been the big talk, has been Fox McCloud and his new look, and all the characters' new look. But do you guys have any interest in picking this game up once once it comes out? Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, again, I'm not. Hey, look, that's what they wanted to do with this remake. Fine. I'm just disappointed that they didn't go for a new one. That's all. I just would have liked to have played a new level, for the love of God. Like, again, I don't understand. Nintendo has made how many sequels of everything, right? But for some reason, Star Fox and F-Zero, they don't know what to do with it. They're like, well, we've run out of ideas. Well, here's an idea. Just make a new track for F-Zero. That's it. There you go. There's your sequel. Done. Yeah.
Just like a new mission, something different in Star Fox, just something else to do. You know, easy. A little path, a little tree maybe in the story. But maybe that's what they are going to do, and they just haven't revealed it yet. Like, because what's with his dad, you know? So I don't know. Hopefully they do something cooler.
We'll see. I'll tell you what, speaking of doing something cooler, the internet has got a hold of Fox McCloud's design, and they've made a few edits to it. Here is, this is what it looks like now, and look at like the small changes that they made, which I think
just
make
a little bit more
difference.
Cartoony. Yeah, bigger eyes.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's definitely the bigger eyes,
more cartoony,
a little more
bigger pupils. It's just more fun.
Yeah. I like that change. It's a small change, but an important change here.
Yeah.
So,
I like that a lot more. Yeah.
Phoenix, what about you? You like that?
I like that better. I think it could still use a little bit of work, but I lean 90% to this adjustment here.
Yeah. Well, that's been the big talk about this game, and it's coming out this summer. You can pick it up. Like I said, $50 for digital if you don't want to own it, and $60 for the game card or whatever it is that
and finally buy. Good on them for that there's a price difference for digital and physical. Good, because digital is supposed to be cheaper, so it shouldn't be the same price.
Yeah
Well, we'll see how it's received. I'm sure it's going to do great. I'm sure it's going to sell very, very well, as nostalgia is a horrible drug.
It'll get you right in the wallet.
Dave, speaking of the wallet, Dave came in with $100. Says Poppy loves Echoes. Dolphins are love. Craig will learn to love Echo. $100 for Echo. Dave, stop. You can't just throw video games into this tournament. You can't just do that. It's not how this works.
$100 though.
Yes, that's true. But you can't just throw Echo in. Echo's the worst. If we had the worst video game franchise ever, then maybe Echo would be in that. Maybe it will. I don't know. We'll see. But Dave, thank you so much. Dave to get over here with the $100. This is spectacular.
Yeah, that's wild.
The Burly Rancher came in with $489.44 worth of Bitcoin.
Poor Phoenix
on Rumble.
Trying to do math.
The Burly Rancher. Unbelievable. Once again, via Rumble Wallet.
That's
Says, here's to-
1,468.32, Phoenix.
Wow.
Okay, 1 second.
Do you want me to start? I'm gonna put the
What is it
number in
for?
for you.
Yes, thank you. Please put that in.
I will tell you. It says, here's to side scrollers for providing us entertainment and new people to support. I have to go with Halo. PlayStation got revenge and Nintendo won the last tournament. Xbox time to shine. Burly Rancher. Unbelievable. I'm going to get Burly Rancher and Dave on the wall right there. Absolutely wonderful support. Thank you guys very much.
That was for Halo, correct?
It was for Halo.
Thank you.
More like Galo, right? Right? No, anybody? No.
Much like it.
Thank you.
Like it.
Much like. All right, I'm going to put Dave on the wall and Burly Rancher on the wall. And Blabs, are you capable of doing a few supers while I do that?
Okay, Derek for one says, finally caught up on your DM stuff with recording from a couple of weeks ago. For what it's worth, I'd choose to work for side scrollers over him, even if Jeremy offered me 10 times as much as you did.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. Thank you for that. Welder Zach Rolick for 2 says, Nyanus, I was drugged by Michael Jackson.
I was.
Okay.
He put me under.
Oh, no.
Put me under.
Was
That
he
was- yeah.
also a dentist or what?
Yeah, he was the one that took my wisdom teeth out, Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Part-time dentist before he died. Wasp for 5 says, an episode of Side Scrollers and Steve Vai Joe Satriani concert on the same day. This is great. Hex for 10 says, I knew Phoenix was base. Novocaine is for pussies and make the rest of the day suck worse than any pain it covers up. 10 for
That's very
Xenosaga.
true. I do hate a frozen mouth.
Motherfucker.
I see what you did here with that username. I'm not gonna say it, but this guy for $20 says, me and Nyanus, we are one and the same.
Mick Hawk. Mick Hawk. For $20. It's Mick Hawk and Nyanus joining together.
Mike and Hawk, yeah, that's a classic.
Yam for 10 says Nyanus. Okay. Saint for 10 says, from Mass Effect, as Halo is now literally Galo. That's 10 for Mass Effect. Bad Latency for 5 says, here's some money for Xenosaga. That's 5 for Xenosaga. Andro for 2 says, beg to differ, some penny dollars for Xenosaga. That's 2 for Xenosaga. Artemus Kane for $9.99 says, so how was
Yes.
everyone's weekend? As much as I love Mass Effect, Halo is more influential. Give this to Halo. What do you think
People
about
bought
that?
Xboxes for Halo. That's what I was always thinking. It literally got people to buy Xbox. Like, you can't deny Halo. It was like I don't know. It was like a trendsetter for like getting the console.
It was a system seller, to say the least. Yes.
It was.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Modest Rap.
How much was that for Halo?
That where did it go? Oh, $9.99.
Thank you.
Mass
Modest Rap.
Effect couldn't have existed without Halo.
Oh, this one's
I
for
got
Craig to read.
this.
Yeah.
Hey, bada bing! Craigino, please use the hands to express. Okay. Blabina, you screwed up the gaming history like the movie
your
screwed
hands?
up the Half-Blood...
Thank you.
Blabina, thank you. Appreciate that. Dennis. Blabina, you screwed up the gaming history like the movie screwed up the Half-Blood Prince. Arrivederci. Let Blabs choose.
Woo!
You're bordering on Jamaican, by the way, actually.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Bordering.
I'm sorry. Are you seeing Jamaicans don't
I
talk
did.
with their
That
hands?
is true. Yeah, that's true.
So that's
Good
the
point.
clear
Give him a
differentiator.
lucky egg. Anyway, that's 10 for Mass Effect. Okay. Corey for 2 says, I'm a Blab stand, 2 for HD Lego.
No, you can't. You're not allowed to do this. Stop breaking the rules, everybody.
Undo shit. Logic Unfolded for 10 British pounds says, who the fuck the pink cat? Glad you had Nyanus on finally to slum it with you legends. Hope she doesn't get you taken off air for being too real and true. Craig, get the quartering coverage of late. Oh, great quartering coverage of late.
So real quick, can we let's just spend a couple of minutes talking about that real fast with the quartering stuff real fast, because we kind of talked about it at the top of the show, but I know people want to hear what I have to say about it, right? Because last night apparently, and I just saw the periphery of this, so I'm just kind of on the blast radius of all this stuff that's going on, right? So yesterday I watched part of June the King's documentary. I'm going to watch more of that on Friday over on Kick. Okay. And I can't wait to watch more of that because it's very thorough, right? Now, the reason why I think it's important to talk about this is this whole thing started. You got to remember the origin story of this, right? This hit the common sphere, I guess everyone outside of individual communities, when the Kino Casino Clips channel went down, right? That's where all this thing started. And since then, because of Jeremy's inability to speak on this publicly, or at least talk about it, or at least disavow the actions, right? Or tell his community, whoever's doing it, to stop, right? Even if he's not doing it, just saying, stop, right? Don't do this. Don't flag these other channels. Because of his inability to do that, or own up for it, or apologize, whatever it is, right? Now other people are being caught in the blast radius, including his co-host, right? Obviously, we talked about Melanie before. I went through and I read the DMs that Cordring was going to expose me over, and I read all that, and that happened. But now, apparently last night, Melanie was on Chrissy Mayer's channel last night, and Chrissy was on and getting flooded by comments and super chats asking Mel questions and stuff. And I've only seen like a little bit of this. I just saw like bits and pieces. I did see that it was happening, but I was ready for bed, right? So I kind of got caught up on this. And my take on this was very simple. I don't think Chrissy knew the hornet's nest that she was stepping into when this happened. I mean, she stepped right on this thing and got bit 1,000 times. Now, from what I saw, there were a lot of super chats that were asking Melanie questions or asking her to address certain things or saying the things. And Chrissy was reading off all of these super chats and kind of flossing over them. And I think part of that is because I think Chrissy was uncomfortable from the situation. Now, once again, Chrissy's been on our show. I've seen Chrissy. I've been to Chrissy's comedy shows before. Full disclosure, I like Chrissy a lot. I just don't think she knew what she was getting into when all this thing happened, when she invited Mel on. And because honestly, I don't think she has the pulse of a lot of the stuff that's happening. Now, I do think that Chrissy made a wild misstep last night. And from what I saw, she didn't just like stop down and address the elephant in the room, which I think if you're getting bombarded by supers and people are asking these things, I don't think you can just move on. I think you do need to more or less do what we did with Phil so many years ago, right? Was, hey, let's actually talk about this. Let's actually have a conversation about this and address some of these things that people want to talk about instead of just kind of flossing it over. So it's going back to the origin of this. Now, because of Jeremy's inability to address things head on, or at least talk about them, and instead of passing blame and playing the perpetual victim, he is now getting other people in the blast radius of this. And it's not fair to them. It's not like Mel's in this now, and now Chrissy has been involved. And Chrissy, she doesn't really know anything about this stuff, at least from what I understand. I don't know if she knows, but I'm just based off what I know about Chrissy, I don't think she knows enough about this. And now she's in the blast radius of it. And this will continue because ultimately Chrissy's going to have somebody else on, and they're all going to be linked to this because of one guy's inability to address this head on, which is pretty much all people want him to do, is just to talk about it and apologize if he did something, which allegedly he did. But once again, it's all alleged. I've never once said that he's done this. But once again, if it looks like a cat, meows like a cat, probably a cat, right? And I think that's where things are at. And it's going to continue to trickle, continue to go. And that sucks for everybody who is even remotely close to this, because it's not fair to them because of his inability to address these things. Nyanus, you've been kind of watching this from afar. Do you have any?
Yeah. I think, again, Chrissy was friends with Melanie before this even happened. So and she's a mother. So did she even know about the potential copyright striking that took down a channel? I don't even know. There's things I miss all the time that my chat knows about that I don't know about. So without really knowing more, I don't. I just saw the broad strokes. I did see her getting flamed. And again, I kind of agree with you that did she even know what she was getting herself into? She's had Melanie on before, and it didn't have this effect. She might have seriously not had an idea of what was going on, because she's got a young child. Like, I barely check my Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what her screen time is with Twitter to know the whole drama or not. I don't follow her that closely. Although, like you, like, I know of her and I've liked her before this. So, like, I just don't feel like she's one that condones, like, cancel culture or, like, lack of free speech. Like, she never struck me as someone like that. So, I don't know.
Now, to be clear, I do think that as a host of a show,
you should do some research.
You should know about the people that are coming on your show. Now, to be clear, I don't do that all the time, and I should do a better job of that. Now, I would be totally a giant hypocrite if I told you that I knew everything about everybody who comes on our show all the time, constantly, right? Or their latest drama. Like I said, it's not necessarily my job to know everybody else's drama, but when you have somebody come on, it is a good idea to have an idea of what's going on. Maybe at least check their timeline or see what's going on around them, you know? So, yeah, I mean, obviously it sucks. And it just goes back to, I think that if Jeremy and the Quartering were to go on and address this head on, I think a lot of this would subside. But he keeps doubling down and tripling down and telling people they're fucking idiots and losers and blah, 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 blah. And there's so much projection built into this that people are just seeing right through. And it's only going to get worse, not just for him, but for people who are associated with him. And he can end it all. He can end it. And he refuses to, which goes back to this idea that, you know, you are a narcissist who is self-absorbed and it's never your fault. And that sucks. It sucks for everybody. So, yeah, there we go. Antark says, Craig is now a hypocrite. Melanie was on here 100 times. Come on. You're right. We told you. We've had Melanie on. Melanie was a huge part of the show when it started. She was on like twice a week when the show started. And once again, she left our show to go to the Quarterings. And when that happened, I said, awesome. Like I literally was like, that's excellent for you. Congratulations. But yeah, Melanie was, and look, Melanie shifted her tone on a lot of things. I don't think that Melanie, that we would agree on a lot, but once again, here's the thing. I don't have to agree with everything that everybody does who comes on our show or says or thinks. That's kind of one of the big things that I really like about our show. I like people who are into things that I'm not into because I get different perspectives, whether it's religion or video games or whatever. That's interesting to me because if it's the same thing over and over again, that's boring, at least to me. So yeah, I mean, we had Melanie on and it is what it is. You know, we've had a lot of people on our show over the past 3 years. So, look, I'm very well aware who's been on our show most of the time, but it just goes back to if Jeremy was to address this stuff, I think it would definitely subside and he definitely should have a conversation with the Kino Casino boys. Cause that's once again, the origin of this whole story. And, now we're weeks into this and it's ongoing. And you know who's winning out of this? It's not the Quartering. It's literally everybody else. Literally everybody else who's talking about this. Kino's they're the biggest winner of all this, as expected, and they should be because they were the ultimate victims of this. Their editor was the ultimate victim of this. So, yeah, I mean, just all you got to do is address it. And all of a sudden, Chrissy's not involved, and she's not getting flamed, and all this stuff. So
it's kind of a shame too, because like Chrissy and Melanie have been friends before this too. So it's almost like the internet is expecting them to no longer be friends because of what the Quartering did, which is just like an unreal expectation to have. It's like, is Melanie sweeping for the Quartering, or does she wear rose-colored glasses and see things differently? I 100% say that, but I don't feel like either of them are necessarily bad people. And Chrissy, again, like, I don't know how much she swept. I didn't really watch the thing. I've just seen the comments she's been getting, which just seems like outlandish. Like, you know, like I don't necessarily condone everything my friends do. I'm not going to like, I have friends on the different side of the political aisle. It's like, it's interesting that people, you know, disavow the current leftist movement to just like disown people based on belief. But then meanwhile, you see this happening. Is this not the exact same fucking thing? Like, you're expecting her to drop her friendship over something that's unrelated to their friendship. The Quartering has nothing to do with them being friends. So, like, I kind of see both angles, too. Like, if she was sweeping and if, you know, if they're actually condoning cancel culture, that's one thing. But, like, she's never allowed to speak to her friend again because of what the Quartering did. Like, I just don't see the connection, you know. And it's just sad that that's how the online works.
Right, but I do think that there is something to knowing what's going on in their
There
situation.
is too, yeah.
Right.
There is true.
That so just as a host of a show, just do a little bit of research.
Some in the comments say that Chrissy did know because she was on FNT talking about it. Again, like haven't watched all this stuff, and it's like always trepidatious to speak on things I haven't fully made myself aware of. But just the broad strokes of it seem a bit strange.
Right. If she was on FNT and she was talking about it, or at least she was aware of it, that does change things a bit. Right?
Like I said, people in chat, a couple of them, I've seen that, but
I don't have an opportunity to consume every piece of content ever created on the internet to know these things, right? So that's a tough thing. Now, people are also saying that the chat was trying to get Brittany Venti on, and Brittany has a thing about she's been a part of this quartering saga as well. And I guess Chrissy said she didn't see the DMs between the two. Like I said, I don't know, but I do know that all this could be stopped very quickly with one person's actions.
Yep.
And it's
that
is
true.
It's not
the
Melanie.
Source of the problem.
And it's not Chrissy. It's Big Jer over there. So there we are. But this is obviously going to continue. This is going to continue. And it goes back to, we don't even think we talked about it the other day, but just the idea of good old Big Jer ducking Yellow Flash on Friday. I think we briefly talked about that, but not a good look. And I don't know how you can recover from that, especially after begging for a 1v1 and then just backing out. That's pretty shitty. So, all right, Blabs, let's go back to you.
Like super chats?
Yes, Blabs, for super.
You're not telling me. You're just like, go back to you. I'm like, on what? Meat Wad for Canadian, $6.99 says for Diablo 2. That is not an option. Varian Redbeard for 10 British pounds says he never takes off the helmet. Hardcore 10 for the Chief. That is 10 for Halo. This person's dick for $2 says Nyanus is a knee girl. Fig hats.
Oh.
Whoa.
Now we know. Thank you.
Thank
Weird.
you.
Miner for 2 says, Nyanus looking forward to you and Gundam on the Jack Show. Glad to see you here for Xenosaga. That's 2 for Xenosaga. Tamamo for 10 says, as a kid, was in the car on the school run and they were discussing rarest names in the UK. Golden Balls was one such name. I always chipped my tooth learning to swim dolphin kick underwater too close to the floor and whacked my chin. Same chip place as my dad and grandmother. Also still have wisdom teeth. LOL. Xenosaga, I love you, Phoenix, but you cannot stop us. Craig can't even stop us. Boy, thank you for the sentence. So anyway, that was 10 for Xenosaga.
Okay.
Bike Short Senpai for 2 says, if Mahin Boo absorbed a xenomorph, 2 for Xenosaga. Okay. Marmalin for 10 says, every win on the show is now in contention and fraud. Zero demand a recount. PCMR reigns supreme again. Xenosaga with freedom bucks. That's 10 for Xenosaga.
Oh. Thank you for the freedom dollars.
Ugly for 5 says 5 for It's a Gundam or Xenosaga. Nyanus Rumor Blab says she can help with dark edging. There's a conversation there to be had. Cheers, Chaos. Boot Cat. So that's 5 for Xenosaga. Professor Plaguebat for 10 says Google has been dumping a 4 gigabyte AI onto people's computers and other devices via Chrome. YouTube also has some kind of huge memory leak on desktop as of late. Let's go Xenosaga. Yeah, I'm using Brave and I'm still having difficulty, but yeah, 10 for Xenosaga. Hidekai for 5 says just give me a new remastered Starfox with Crystal.
With Crystal, huh? Okay, that's interesting.
90 Dragoons for 13, oddly specific. Starfox 64 is my favorite game. It's been a rough 30 years. They shouldn't have dusted off the puppet designs. Everyone looks awful. Slippy's DLS has 5 lips, and Triple Patty Gut deflate any hype from me. Thank
really?
You.
Slippy's design did that for you, 90 Dragons. That's interesting. Okay.
Victus Omega for 10 says, gotta agree with Phoenix, that character art is uncanny valley for me. We've been making the same game for 30 years. Let's get something new again. Thank you. Wise Max for 10 says, the reason we only get Star Fox 64 is because something new comes out. Whenever something new comes out, either no one buys it or it's a bad game. Besides, the new games is to get new people into the franchise. Christmas Lover Engineer for 20 says, I think the Star Fox games looks cool, but I agree the characters look weird. Also saw a meme on X where they did a side-by-side comparison of Fox with DSP, and I can't get past that.
Yeah, I showed that. That was great. Thank you so much.
Wasp for 10 says, Razor Fist and I respectfully disagree. He likes them because they remind him of puppets used in the old Nintendo commercials. I think they should polish the models more, but they aren't terrible.
That's fair.
No Guard for 2 says, do an alien roll, Xenosaga of something. So that's 2 for Xenosaga. Professor Plagueback for 10 says Nintendo tried twice to expand Star Fox franchise and both were panned. Suck it up, you're getting 64 forever.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Is literally every generation they just remake the exact same game every time we go, like, look at the graphics, huh?
Wow.
Rolando says for 5, I blame everyone who said Nintendo needs more realism. Still, it's just Star Fox Origins. Does anyone remember A Fox in Space? Worth a check. Rod for $2.90 USD. On funny names here in Mexico, a person named her daughter Maiden, and the funny part, he grabs the name from the box that said Made in Mexico.
That's hilarious.
For Halo, that's $2.90 for Halo. Kai Star for 10 says they should have remade Star Fox 2. Halo, as it was, messed up the most. It needs medical bill money.
Dude,
right.
I agree. I actually think that's a great thing they should have done, because remember, Halo 2, that is the best take I've heard when it comes to this Star Fox remake, is they should have remade Star Fox 2 instead of the original Star Fox, because in this game they're going to have the vehicles from Star Fox 2 that you could play with the tank, and there's like a submarine thing as well. That's a great take. 100%. Nice.
Okay, Jimmy for 10 says nothing personal, but if the Quarterian offered me a 6-figure income, I'd leave Side Scrollers and start watching his show instead.
And you know what I would do? Say, au revoir, have a good day, congratulations.
Shadow for $11.60 says the poor reception of Star Fox Command gave Shigeru Miyamoto a fright. Weird branching endings hit the community like bricks. I don't care what any of you, even the anime waifu, have to say. I like the look of this one. Money for Galo. That's a $11.60 for Galo or Halo. Eric for 2 says the 64 Fox looks thumbs up. Didn't have to go to human.
Yeah.
Soul Silver for 5 says, I don't know who Nyanus is, but I already like her. Also, whoever made her model is impeccable. Please send these mine to Xenosaga since Halo and Mass Effect are dead. That is 5 for Xenosaga. Joey for $50. Let me go grab. I'm going to grab Nyanus. There she is. A new idea for Star Fox game. Andros' nephew vowed revenge on Fox after Andros died at the end of SF64. He rallies Starwolf and all Andros' former allies to launch a full-scale war on the Lilat system. Gameplay mix of SF64 and SF Adventure.
Thank you, Joey. That's excellent. Now,
Nathan just came in for 5 Australian that says that YouTube memory leak is an issue with the like, subscribe buttons refreshing so much. More for Halo. That's 5 for Halo. Well, I think I've solved it. I've done pop-out chat, so I think I'm okay now. It's finally loading. So I think you can.
Do you want me to stay on standby or?
No, it's fine. I got it.
Okay.
Can I just real quick? Someone had mentioned that, they had tried a couple of Star Fox games and they didn't succeed, so Shigeru got a little nervous. Yeah, but here's the reason why they all failed. Because they weren't Star Fox. They kept trying to do a million different things with it. Keep to Star Fox. I don't know why he's so nervous to or Nintendo is just make more of that. And it's the same problem they've had with F-Zero. They've abandoned that property. But the same thing of we don't know what more to do with it. Make more courses is the correct answer. We're not looking for some crazy gimmick that needs to be put into it where you blow into a microphone to start the fucking engine. Just make more levels. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Let's go ahead and move on and talk about this IronMouse situation. But real quick, before I do, I have some direct donations I need to get to really fast. Tenarian says, I just started following Nyanus last week when I heard of her appearance today. Her voice is deep enough that she might be able to pull off a passable Arnie. $10 for Xenosaga. Can you do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation of saying, get to the chopper?
Get to the chopper quickly.
That may be the best one we've had.
That's the best one yet.
Yeah. Congratulations. That's
Atta girl.
That's great.
I really had to channel that.
CG Hero says, Craig, be honest. Would you rather play Echo the Dolphin or finish Chrono Trigger? $10 for Xenosaga. Ooh, that's tough. I plead the fifth on that one, CG Hero. T-Mac Burninator for 5 says, this is for Halo 5. Google Chrome has been caught downloading 4 gigabytes of AI shit without permission. Wow, that's odd. And S238 ODST for 5 says, I'm extremely pro-human, but seen when the shipmaster is talking about the troops goes insanely hard, just as hard as when Johnson was talking about his Marines. However, remember Reach. $5 for Halo. Thank you very much. What are you giggling at, Nyanus?
The chat, they love my Arnold. They're making me blush.
Oh, it was a high quality Arnold. High quality.
They're gassing me up.
That's good. That's good. All right, let's talk about this IronMouse situation. Now, I'm not familiar with this game.
I wasn't either. I made myself familiar. I looked into it briefly. It's just background elements that used AI from the looks of it. So VTuber IronMouse, we've talked about IronMouse on the show. Huge VTuber, had a sponsorship in place with Neverness to Everness here, and claims they lied to her about their use of AI. She said, they had told my people there was no AI in it. I didn't know until I saw that thing on Twitter after the stream over here. So she went in and addressed the controversy. I guess she is very anti-AI. Is that correct? Yes. Yeah, it's like a very prominent standpoint online to be anti-AI because it's going to take jobs. And like, although that's true, I think there's an inevitability to it. And it's like, you have to accept it to some extent because like bigger platforms than you and bigger corporations than you are definitely going to use it. You know what I mean? So this studio that made this game, they've got about 400 people and they work on 2 high quality productions. So the level of which they used AI, I don't really think is that big of an issue. Like it's like background elements that really, if the AI didn't do it, it literally might not have just existed at all, or it would have been like a much lower quality, like, you know, doodle drawing. And some people might argue that's better, but like, you know, if these devs want to create like a high quality franchise with less people than a AAA studio, I find it weird because now they've come out and they're going to remove the AI. You know, and at the end of the day, to me, that normalizes just overtime hours for artists when you're nitpicking like incidental stuff from the background as AI and therefore the game is made with AI. To me, that's just like a finishing touch. It was polished up a bit, but overall, the whole game was made by people, you know, so I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But so this apparently is, isn't this the most obvious usage of Gen AI? Not even hiding it. Let's see. And it is pretty clearly generative AI here. Not here, but this right here.
Hello, everyone. I am Giovanni Dvorak. In this game, you just need to select what you want and bring them out safely. It's simple and fun. I know you're feeling nervous, just like when I was about to confess to my now wife.
Okay.
So that was AI.
Yeah. Right. So the controversy is that they're using AI and she based off of her lied to. She feels lied to. Right. And again, like it could have been a miscommunication at that point too, because when you're talking to a company for sponsorship, you're not talking to the artists, you're not talking to the production team, you're talking to the manager, you know, the production assistant or something, like who doesn't even really know all the aspects of production other than the broad strokes. Like that person might not even have known there was AI. It might have been a last minute thing. The whole thing just kind of felt stinky to me. Because again, like I want smaller studios like this. They're not quite an indie studio, but and some people have argued with me on this. I would say they're still small. Having a couple hundred workers, you're small. Like Ubisoft has thousands of people. You're not a AAA studio. So to me, this inhibits growth to smaller studios when you take away assets that can make them make higher quality content in a pace that can match like a AAA studio or best them, you know. I don't know. Well, that's tricky, right? Because look, Phoenix is very anti-AI, right? AI took my job. Really? Tell me.
Yes.
Tell me.
I was
more.
an animator, so like I don't know, like the animation industry is completely upset because of it. And I just don't see a reality where I'm ever going to go back to work, though, and not be expected to use AI. Just having been in animation as tools become available. I mean, I got into animation thinking I was going to do 2D drawings. And by the time I got in, I was moving puppets around, so things change. And as technology grows, it's like the studios still have this expectation of like, we want to get this thing done now in 2 weeks. We used to do 2 months an episode, 2 weeks now. We know you got the tools. So they're always going to have that expectation of a tighter deadline. Can I have something that is going to make it easier to hit those deadlines? Can I have something that takes away C scenes so I can focus on A scenes? I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing, because I worked overtime so much for free, because at the end of the day, clients are going to want a certain expectation. And if you can't provide them that expectation, they don't change. And it's either you're going to walk away from your job or you're going to make the change to the scene to bring them the quality they want. So to me, I'm not fully against a tool that can improve an existing artist's like work conditions, essentially. So I think there's a nuance in between where AI doesn't necessarily take jobs, but makes jobs more doable for artists.
This is interesting, because we literally right now, we are exploring the idea of using AI to create some meme games. Right. We want to kind of create some fun. Wouldn't it be funny to, we look at it as marketing, right? For side scrollers, creating some fun little meme games and stuff, and leveraging AI to do that. But AI is one of those things where people are very opinionated about it.
And definitely. Yeah. And it makes sense given how it was trained. It was very unethical the way they trained a lot of these art models. But I find it's interesting that that's not applied to the way the speech models were trained. Or you don't see people whining and complaining about coding models. When people are like, oh, it codes free, no one's complaining about that. But, I see a lot for the art.
So she dropped her sponsor. They were paying her to play the game, promote the game. And there was backlash to it. And Neverness, the Everness, the devs have responded to this. And they've actually said, we've already reviewing and reworking the flagged assets. Your feedback shapes this game, so please keep it coming. We're listening over here.
Yeah. So they're willing to change.
Yeah.
My only question is, and Craig, someone maybe can answer this. My opinions on AI completely aside, what I don't understand is why does a company need to tell you how they're making their art assets? If a company, in my opinion, wants to use AI, go for it. If that's what you want to do. Great. I don't understand why they're supposed to tell you if they're using them or not.
I think that some people probably see it as an ethical thing, right? The idea that you are
too bad, like that, right? It's like needing to play a game based on how much do you pay the salary of your employees, right? That's not up to you, brother. Just do you like the game or not? If something looks a little off to you, certainly say that. Say up front in your article or your review, listen, me personally, I'm not for, let's say, AI. It did seem like some elements in there did seem a little AI. That's not my cup of tea. I would prefer the likes of games like X, Y, Z. But I don't understand why a company is supposed to disclose to you how they make their assets, so long as everything is, above board, you're paying their employees and also I personally don't understand that, why they're even responding to it.
Well, so this is kind of interesting, right? Because I go back, this is such a weird conversation when it comes to the use of AI, right?
I think it's interesting too, because it's as people are typing on a phone where the majority of the precious materials are mined by children. Everything comes back to that when you start trying to be the social justice savior. It's everything's
okay. I'm not a so I'm not a VTuber, right? I do have an excellent VTuber model, though. Thank you, Phoenix, for that. Nyanus, curious, do you feel like when you blink, when you move left and right, your model follows you? Isn't that technically
it's
AI?
It is. It is AI. Right? It's indeed. Yeah. Most things are AI right now.
Right. So is it IronMouse? isn't IronMouse also using AI? Phoenix, you say no?
This is not the same example.
Because it's like this is like an AI algorithm tuned to track versus like, again, the ethical reason people hate art models is because it was trained on people's art without their permission and they weren't paid.
Got it. That makes sense. Yeah.
So again, there's a huge difference. I say this all the time. There's an enormous difference between a tool. A hammer is a tool. If you leave a hammer on a table, it literally does nothing. But when you give it to somebody and they bang things, they can make stuff, right? So if a tool that literally designs everything, comes up with everything, voices everything, makes the artwork for everything, animates everything, codes everything, that's not a tool anymore. It's an absolute replacement. That's not a tool. So just a technology that is able to track someone so as to help out so that the movement of their body is more lifelike. That is absolutely a tool. But if it were to make the VTuber, add the voice, add the personality, make its own channel, do all that stuff, now it's not a tool anymore. It's a completely different thing.
I'll tell you what, I'm with you, Nyanus. It's not going to go away.
That's the thing. Like, because my personal feelings on the matter, it took my fucking job. Of course I'm pissed off, but being pissed off isn't going to be anything productive for me. Like, I can only wallow in depression for so long before I'm going to have to move on and just accept reality or just be the maker of my own insanity. Like, it did take me a month or two to come around, but like at some point I had to realize it was futile. And like, what am I doing hurting myself when, like, regardless of how I feel, it's happening. So like, at the end of the day, reality has a lot of say on my decision making. My personal opinion of the matter, it sucks. I'd love to be hand drawing animation right now. That's what I wanted to do when I grew up. But this is the reality I've been served. So for me, it's like working in the teams was the fun thing, because people are like, oh, do it yourself. But it was like, there's something about a team environment when you're a creative person and bouncing your ideas off of someone. Like, it's just part of the creative process. And without that, some people just don't have that spark. And I sadly don't. Like, I needed my team. So now I look at AI as a tool. So I find it interesting. I think regarding on how it's used, it's a tool or not. Instead of a hammer, maybe it's a power tool. I think I could still use AI to have a smaller team to facilitate a studio environment and get a product out versus like having run budgets before in the past. Because my last job was as a director. I know how much it costs just to make even a minute of animation, and I can't hire for that. So like, I think I see it as a tool to get independent artists together to be able to make stuff where you're still creating some of the art assets, but maybe backgrounds are assisted or like incidental elements are aiding you. And I think when people have this mindset that if there's an element of AI at all, it's bad, it just shoots smaller people in the foot, and bigger corporations are going to be using it anyways and getting rid of jobs. So like, I think people need to like almost like self-arm and like use it for yourself before someone else replaces you with it. But that's just, again, my opinion based off of my situation having been replaced by it. And, it is
the thing about the power tool thing, though, again, though, like if you give someone who was, using a device before power tool, and then you gave them a power tool and you told them to make something, if you were to clone that person 11,000 times, they'd still make the exact same thing with that power tool. If you give the same prompt to 10,000 different prompters, they come up with 10,000 different things. But meaning the artist's vision is not translated. If you take Steven Spielberg, I clone him 1,000 times, he makes 1,000 of the exact same thing. But if you make 1,000 AI Steven Spielbergs, you get 1,000 different interpretations. You'll see this even with song lyrics, that you pop in a famous song and it gives you 40 different versions of it that were never what it actually was. Right. So it is altering the vision of the artist. And that's all I care about. I actually don't give a shit about jobs. I could care less. I only care about that you're changing the vision of the art. So that's my particular thing. And everyone says, well, it's inevitable. Sure. So is death. Don't chain smoke to get there faster.
I think it's interesting. I think because there's the thing is that it's going to be used to replace you. So if you use it to benefit yourself, why is that such a bad thing? It's going to exist and do these things regardless of how you feel. So I think I'm sad when I see people frown at smaller entities trying to use it to empower themselves while clearly still, like, the game was like, it was like 0.1% of the game, you know, and considering all of the planning, the character designing, the world development, the story, actually having to code it all and write it. These incidental elements are AI. This game is not made with AI. There was like a small polish added on the end. And I think if the whole thing was made with AI, it would be a different story, but that's not what would happen here.
Who is the most useless? What is the most useless thing in an AI process? You. Yes. Yeah.
Does the AI run without you to prompt it, though?
Very soon.
Oh, yeah. Actually, my husband has
and
a model that's doing that.
And so you are not required. You're getting in the way of it. You're too slow.
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to happen regardless. Like, what's your solution?
Start chain smoking.
What's your solution though? Then, if that's your stance on AI and you don't want to adopt it, so what are you?
Well, I adapt to it with this job all the time.
What are you to stop people from using it, regardless of how you feel?
I don't care at all what other people do ever in my life. I care about my morals and my principles. And for me, when I make something that's from my brain, I don't want someone else's voice getting in the way of that. So that's all I care. If I was you, I would be animating myself. I'd be getting a bunch of other 2D artists.
And I think, but that's the thing, I would. But like, so that's what I say when I say incidental. Like, I would still be handling the majority of the work. But again, to sit down and do backgrounds, you might find yourself doing backgrounds for 80 hours. So is it really such a bad thing if I have backgrounds generated that my characters act on top of?
Because the background is just as
important. But then you
said
it didn't matter what other people did. Why does it bother you that
I don't care. Right. No,
in?
I'm even defending. Just remember, I'm even saying I don't even know why the company even has to disclose this. Mm-hmm. So I'm all for you. You want to do AI? Great, more power to you. 100%. But to say that the background is just no, the background is just as important as the foreground.
I love the conversation here. Love it. Let's see if we can to add a third voice to this conversation. Asmongold chimed in on this. And I'm curious to hear what he had to say. AI is going to be used with everything. Every company is going to be using AI. There's not going to be a company that isn't using AI. I mean, for example, IronMouse has YouTube videos, right? Like, let me see if I can just pull up, I'll give you an example, right? You probably have, if you go through this, there's a transcript, right? And all this is transcripted. Like this is done with technology, right? It's done with some form of AI. Same with, like subtitles and everything like that. And you have all of these instances of people that are basically fishes complaining about water whenever they're able to perceive it. But I think the reality is that we're totally surrounded by AI. AI is part of our everyday lives already. Like if you're using Twitter, your information and what you're typing and saying is being fed directly into Grok, for example. And so there's nothing that you can really do to get away from it. So drawing these imaginary lines in the sand about AI doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because how can you have a platform and have an internet presence on a platform that, basically is being used for AI generation? You're uploading content onto a platform that is, actively using your content for AI generation. They're obviously doing this, like, duh. Mm-hmm. And so, but you're going to draw the line at a video game making an AI billboard. That's true. And again, too, as much as we were talking earlier about how face tracking is a tool and it's being used, I think you can argue there is a loss of jobs happening, and it is more egregious because all of the subnets or like all of the services that run the internet, how AWS has had outages and stuff, it was because they left one of these coding agents running, like a cursor agent or whatever it was, and it deleted part of a repo that then had to be, reconstructed and fixed or whatever it was, like patched. But so that by interacting with the internet, you are using these services. Therefore, you are already condoning people's loss of jobs to AI. So I see what he's saying, where it's performative. Like we're all inevitably taking part in this. I'll tell you this. Online. As far as the right and wrong answer to AI, I think everybody's right and wrong when it comes to that. It just comes down to your personal stance. Do you like? Well, yeah. It sucks to be replaced. I think that's natural. People are going to hate it because it sucks to be replaced. And again, I don't necessarily love that it happened. I'm just accepting it happened and I can't change it.
I'd love to go back in time if I could. Don't get me wrong. Like,
man.
You know, but it is what it is. The cat's out of the bag. What do you do? Like, you know,
right.
You don't. And then you could, just a heads up. So one thing you can do is, if you're willing to take the bet. Now, a guy like me, yeah, I would take the bet. Is you make your own stuff. You stick to your principles. You make that and you put it out there. And you hope to God that one day turns out that people wanted what you were doing and not this AI stuff. Now, again, as someone like me, I never have ever not once given a single shit what anyone thought about me. Don't care at all. Zero. I just make what I want to make, and that's what's important to me. If the idea is success, yes, there's no question. If you're not using AI right now, you are going to lose 100%. And I've never judged people who use AI. More power to them. The only thing I object to is when someone says, I made. No, you didn't. You
yeah,
participated.
100%. I always say too, like, it's when you generate a scene, I don't really like when people say, look what I animated. It's like, you prompted it. Like, let's be for real here. So yeah, I do think like the verbiage is a bit silly. I can agree with you there, and I can see like more now. I was just trying to understand your point of view too. Like, I don't disagree with you. Don't get me wrong.
We're on the same page because, again, I don't even, again, that's fine if people use it.
Exactly. Yeah. I completely,
100%.
life is too short to make everyone's problem your problem. Like, you can't, you gotta prioritize some shit. If people who hyper fixate on these things, like, I worry about them. Like, please go outside. I know it's a meme to say touch grass, but I truly think people need to touch grass. Like, it isn't just a meme. Like, it's an actual thing. It's a problem.
On a quick side note on this, by the way, I love that we can have a discussion like this where
I
not
love
everybody
fighting this
aligns.
Phoenix guy already.
We're not even fighting. But
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just say I've seen people go back in the chat, so I just thought, you know.
No, it's great. It's great.
Lean into it.
On a totally kind of related note, you know, we talk about doing events, and I've had these brainstorms of different ideas that we can do, and one of them, and it's very hard because I know our audience has families and kids and stuff like that. I thought about it would be really fun just to do an event where we it's all about touching grass, right? And you take people's cell phones for the weekend, they're locked up, and you just have to live like you're in 1985, you know? Yeah. And I love that idea. And I don't know how long people could handle that aspect.
Go camping, but like actually in a tent. Going back to what Phoenix said about people using the wrong verbiage for art, completely unrelated, but kind of related. I hate when people are like, oh, I'm going to go camping this weekend. And then they get in an RV and drive away. Like, shut the fuck up. You're going to go live in a little apartment. You're not camping.
Right. They don't,
I want
they
you
don't
to
go
pitch
out with
a tent and sleep on the ground.
Right. That's great. All right. Let's go and move on and to our next story here in a second about the GameStop CEO, because this is spectacular what he's done. But before we do, as always, I want to fill everybody in about the great partner we have on this show. That is right. It's Rumble Wallet. We've talked about Rumble Wallet extensively, and we will continue to tell you that it's time to become a first adopter when it comes to Rumble Wallet. You get in early. You can download it using the QR code that's on your screen right now. It's very simple. When you support us on YouTube, they take 30%. That is crazy. What's even crazier, if you were to sub to us over on Twitch, 50% goes to Twitch. Now with Rumble Wallet, once again, 100% of your support goes to us and all creators who use Rumble Wallet. I certainly think you should check it out. Now, here's the other thing about this, right? It's your money. It's not going to get taken over by the bank. Once you put it in there, you can do whatever you want with it, right? And once again, supporting creators with Rumble Wallet is like step 0.1 of the big long-term plan of Rumble Wallet. I definitely think you should check it out. It is a great product, and it's just getting off the ground. Become an early adopter. If it's for you, awesome. If it's not, that's cool too. I think eventually you'll come back to it because the big pipeline for what they have planned, I think, is going to be truly a game changer. But check out Rumble Wallet right now. They're big supporters of us. We greatly appreciate it. They support us, so please support them. Once again, use the QR code on your screen to download it, scan it with your phone, or go to wallet.rumble.com. And don't forget, you get 3x multiplier today in the big battle between Halo and Mass Effect. So definitely check it out. We appreciate their support. Thanks, guys. All right, let's move on, shall we? But before we do, Phoenix, we have not had an update on our battle today between Halo and Master Chief. Can we get a quick update?
We can. I just will remind people before, but just need to preface this that one of my favorite games of all time is Mass Effect. So go fuck yourself, everybody. But there is good news. But there is good news because Xenos. Oh, God, this does make me happy. $1,767 for Halo. $20 for fucking Mass Effect. You done me dirty.
Mass Effect is a good game. It's just against Halo, you're gonna lose.
I get it. I get it.
How
You gotta respect your elders.
How the fuck did Mass Effect get to the Final Four and then just get the shit kicked in by Halo over here?
Well,
unbelievable.
Craig, we're not done, Craig, because this is my favorite part. Xenosaga with $133, which if you're asking, is that only Phoenix? Is that only $33 more than the Echo the Dolphin? That is correct, because Echo is at 100.
Stop counting everybody's votes that aren't
I can't
Halo
help
or
it.
Mass
I'm
Effect.
autistic.
Yeah, did you put my $2 for Lego Harry Potter?
Lego Harry Potter for 2.
Thank you.
There you go.
How much
Awesome.
did hey Diablo 2 got some money too? I remember.
That's true. I
think it
didn't
was
have
like
time.
2.
Got 3 shekels. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Phoenix. What a true ass kicking this is. It looks
$20
like it's gonna
fucking
be-
dollars for Mass Effect.
Get
At 2,
fucked.
chat. At 2.
Oh boy. Oh fucking boy. All right, we will continue with the rest of your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants. But hey, maybe there's a chance here, guys. Maybe there's a chance. All right, I want to back up a little bit. A few days ago, where we had some big news out of the tech space. Do you remember a GameStop CEO, Ryan Cohen, was like, "Hey, I want to buy eBay," and everyone's like, "What? GameStop's going to buy eBay?" We found out that GameStop is worth like $11 billion.
Yeah.
The problem is that eBay's worth like $50 billion or something. It's worth exponentially more.
And I helped them.
You do. Blabs is an avid customer. But are you a power user on
of
eBay?
that revenue.
What's a power user? What's that?
No, you, Blabs. Someone who like is constantly on there buying all the stuff.
No, I'm very nitpicky about my collection. I did get something in the mail today. I did via eBay, but I won't say what it is.
Okay, great.
I don't have a problem, Phoenix. Shut up.
You have an intense problem right here. Well, he went in and he made an unsolicited $56 billion offer to acquire eBay, proposing $125 per share. Because remember, eBay is a public company here. Mm-hmm. And the proposal, it's pretty big. And he was saying that the proposal was 50% cash and 50% stock in the company here. Right. And everyone was like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? Now, eBay's stock popped up. GameStop stock actually went down after this, but it has recovered because GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen, he's been the CEO of several big companies, by the way. He's a mover and a groover, and he is a man of his word. Because last night he came out and really did his best to try to get the money to buy eBay from eBay. I don't know if you saw this, as he started selling things on eBay to pay for eBay last night. Did you guys see this as it was happening?
Yeah.
Did not.
No.
Oh, boy. Well, maybe, Blabs. Maybe you can go and buy some of his stuff over here. So
I thought he got shut down.
Well, he did, but he's back up.
Oh,
Phoenix.
Snap.
Yeah, Phoenix, maybe you'll be into some of the things that Ryan 5050 is interested in potentially selling over on eBay. Let's take a look.
Yeah, what's he got? What's he got? I'm really curious.
Well, look at this, Blabs. He has a sealed in-box Phoenix Super Mario Brothers 2 for almost $1,500 here.
I'm really glad he's got 100% feedback, because that'd be awkward as fuck if he was trying to buy at eBay and he's got shit feedback for customer service. If you scroll up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good.
100% feedback.
Yes. He has a F1 pole position complete in box CIB, right here. Yoshi's Cookie, CIB. It's pretty awesome stuff over here. Selling a complete. This one looks like it's a little damaged over here.
You know what? I think this is all just some sort of thing to help boost his own sales. That's all he wanted to do, was just sell off his own collection instead of making this entire thing about buying eBay. This was all just like a scheme, guys. And now look, he's not gonna buy eBay whatsoever. And all he wanted to do was sell his shit.
Not just that, but he knows that his company's now a meme stock, essentially. Like he's really feeding into the online game of trolling. I think they're shutting down stores, but yet he's still acting like this. Like, I think they fully plan to just basically, it's like you're a meme coin at this point. Like there's no substance to your company anymore. It's all hype.
The best example is the middle title of Super Mario Brothers. That's it.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything else about it because he knows everyone's gonna go to his store and buy his shit without any description in the title. I'm just saying, I'm right.
Okay, hold on, Blabs. Hold on. Let me tell you why you're not right.
No.
Okay. Because Ryan Cohen does not need the money for this.
Yeah, he just wants to sell his shit.
Oh, do you think so? Do you know?
The wife told him to get this shit out of here.
Yeah, the wife whipped him.
Okay. I would like to think that the wife will do whatever the fuck he wants. Because would you like to play the net worth game of Ryan Cohen?
Equally as powerful as he is and as rich as he is?
Okay, let's find out. Let's find out. Blabs, a little production value here, Phoenix, if you want to mind. A little bit of music, if you want to mind. Blabs, let's play the Ryan Cohen, CEO of GameStop, net worth game.
$50 million.
$50 million right here. All right. Nyanus, how much do you think Ryan Cohen is worth?
I'm going to say $2 billion.
$2 billion.
I don't know, man.
Phoenix.
Make me think it's high.
How much do you think?
Yeah, homeboy is viral marketing and memeing like crazy. He's got money, especially to not have anyone give a shit about like what he's doing on social media right now. It's like my first reaction was 350. I'm gonna say 550 million there.
550 million dollars. Now I would like to remind everybody. This right here, he's selling the Super Mario for $1,700 here. Now, you may think he needs the money, but Blabs, Phoenix, Nyanus, I would like to let you know that if you were to take all of your guesses, combine them, and multiply them by 9, you would still not equal the $5 billion that he is worth. So, no, Blabs. He does not need. He does not need the $2,000 for his Metroid Silver completed box.
I just said he wanted to sell his collection. It's all a scheme. It's all a meme. He wants to sell it all.
Yes, I'm sure this 1987 O-Peachy Patrick Waugh card is really taking up that much space in his closet.
I want to point out, he literally listed everything in the span of a couple hours all together. Look when they're all ending. 5 days, 23 hours, 12 minutes, 12 minutes. That's terrible! You should never do that. They can't bid at the same time. Oh, I gotta teach him stuff.
I hope it gets more and more pathetic as you scroll. Like eventually, it's just like discarded McDonald's wrapper, old coloring book.
It's funny you mention that because this GameStop hat is currently selling for $4,600.
That is so stupid. How on earth can you prove that's his after you buy it?
He has this Apple iPhone for $9,100 right here.
Wow, the Guitar Hero pack is $1,100. That's shocking to me.
He also look at this. He's got a
statue.
This is some pretty high quality stuff here. He has a pair of socks.
Yeah, they are.
Why are they so expensive?
Stupid.
The memes are out.
Yes.
How much are people paying on the socks right now?
It's $50,000.
$14,000 to waste on a pair of socks. Some millionaire is like, I want those for funsies.
For bragging rights.
He beats his wife.
One of the things that he actually did put on, and I guess has been removed, is actually the proposal that he sent over to eBay regarding this.
Today, that's amazing.
Yes, so he actually posted this. I guess it's a print of it signed by him, which is wonderful. Now he did get banned from eBay. It was suspended for a short amount of time, but obviously has since been re-added, which is great. Been unsuspended from eBay.
That's amazing. I want to buy eBay suspended.
And the memes though are great. This is not actually real, but selling slightly used pizza with a Ryan Cohen autograph here for $56 billion.
You know what? Actually, I've seen people try to sell like chicken nuggets that were in the shape of certain things on eBay.
Jesus. Mm-hmm.
I've also seen people try to sell an invisibility cloak, and it's just a picture of a hanger, and they're like, "Look, it's there." So.
I love delusional Craigslist. There's one where it's like a piece of wood that looked like kind of like a unicorn. The guy was trying to sell it for $100.
Nice. Did you buy it?
No, absolutely not. No.
Yeah, speaking of, real quick, Craig, did you ever do that in college or anything for your Halloween costume? Just write the word list and put it on your shirt?
Craigslist.
I'm sorry, did what in college?
Did you ever, in college, as this shitty, like, all right, I'll go to your Halloween party, just write the word list on your shirt?
No, I didn't. I was not that creative, but I do know what I'm dressing as this year for Halloween here on the show. That's right. Phoenix, is there something on this list that you'd like? Because these are some, classic games in box. Any interest in any of the stuff? I mean, not that you have to pay this price, but it's pretty cool.
No,
to see.
I'm not really. I'm not a collector that way. I like to actually play with the things and stuff like that. But if I was gonna grab something on here, I think it'd be like the Super Mario Brothers 2. I'd probably get that in the box. That's one of my favorite Mario games, so I'd probably grab that.
Well, can I share this with you really quick?
I think you've got that, right?
I do. I have it complete in box, and it looks beautiful right behind it. I feel like I should probably. No, I'm not going to do that. I've tinkered with this many times. The idea that, by the way, this still has a price tag on it right here of $5.95 on the side of it. Which
wow.
I've tinkered with the idea of selling off my collection multiple times, but I think if I was to do it, I would probably need to do it on eBay. I think that's probably the way to go.
Well, Blabs can help you.
Yeah,
he's the master.
She's a power user.
No, she's not. I was lying. She's one of the worst, actually. Worst I've ever seen in my life. Definitely don't rely on her, is what I say.
Noted. But I do have all these. I have all these games behind me, and I feel like they, they're all in box. They're all beautiful. They're all ready to go. I got these consoles and stuff, and
it'd be really cool putting them in cases so they don't break and fall down.
Mm-hmm.
You make me mad.
I don't live in fucking San Francisco or LA. I'm not going to get a random earthquake that just kind of comes in and shakes everything.
What if you knock them down by accident?
What if you sneeze on them?
Yeah, get your boogers on that. Ugh.
What if you DSP on them?
Yeah.
I do not have any intentions of DSPing onto them.
Oh, Mario, you're so hot.
Oh, yeah. God, gross. All right, let's go and move on. I have one more story today, which, actually we get two more stories here, but we'll get to that in just a second. Blabs, get a couple supers before we move on to this. This is, by the way, what I'm about to show you guys is the way the world should be. Go ahead, Blabs.
Okie dokies. Corey for 2 says Blabs deserve a raise. Take it from Phoenix's pay. No, we're not doing that.
Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Yeah. Hermafro Gennardro for 10 says, do you like the idea of Fox and Crystal's son Marcus taking over and Fox becoming the new general of Corneria?
That's a fun idea.
Dirt is King for 10 says Starfox Assault is a great game and it should be remade next. And maybe take Starfox 2 and Command's ideas and make a new Starfox game. Mass Effect. Look, that's 10 for Mass Effect.
Let's
so
go.
Nice.
The comeback has begun.
Y for 10 says, call me a silly Billy, but I really to thank Jeremy Ham for being 100 to himself because this has been the most epic YouTube saga. Galo. That's 10 for Halo. Now, Marmalin came in with 10 Rumble wallets, but it was actually $10 and like 0.01, so it became 30.03. And he says, the only issue with the Nyanus Frolic is that everyone knows that Gundam has a big old booty, so that should be a midget with a dumpy that doesn't quit. Xenosaga, happy birthday, Phoenix, Easter Bunny bitch. So that is $30.03 for Xenosaga. Ya bitch.
Wow.
Daniel for Canadian 10 says, people that hate AI, do they watch Neurosama on YouTube? Xenosaga sweep. That's 10 for Xenosaga. Karnak for 10 says, Chris Titrus Tech has a great Windows 11 debloater. It gets rid of Copilot, telemetry, etc. I highly recommend you look into it before it's too late. Xenosaga just to see Phoenix cringe. That's 10 for Xenosaga. Erikai for 10 says people always complain about in-betweens tools in Macromedia Flash when it was released. Kalichi for 7 says, to be fair, Phoenix Miyamoto has said that if they were going to focus on a racing game, it's Mario Kart, infinitely more profitable than F-Zero. Gameplay isn't the same, but if they're going to put their resources into an IP, it's Mario Kart. Daniel for 5 says, I still have the old media from LucasArts, a classic game done with cell shading art, the big and old classic. Hero Sword for 5 says, how do they think humans learn? By observing and imitating, but when AI does it to train itself, it's stealing. Soul Silver for 5 says, the anti-AI protests have also become a Trojan horse to bring activists into their company and corrupt them within. Check the ones complain about this for their pronouns. Oram for 10 says, to argue with Phoenix about AI disclosure, you're paying for a product, you get to know how much of that product was done for free. There is no labor. Galo, so that's 10 for Halo. Laguna Chud for 10 says, AI is great for business. It's terrible for humanity, meaning, and purpose. In my opinion, it's going to be widely adopted and cause way more harm before people can properly adapt to it.
You are paying for the model, by the way. You're paying for the AI service.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, I'm just making sure I gotta catch up. Gold Soul for 10 says, AI is cursed that drops the attention span by 30% and less effort will be normalized for art, videos, etc. It may be easy to use and here to stay, but more likely to be observed with no limit. Hypernauts for 2 says, Blabs does the best art, full stop. I just mod you on Kick for that. Thanks very much. Well, on my Kick, that is. Yeti for 10 says, using AI for game development sound fine to me. If an AI can free up a dev team making a city, then they can spend more time adjusting and adding details to bring it to life. Here's 10 for Halo. Thank you. SJWs are pustules for 10. What a great name. Says, many TV ads are already completely AI, and although I can see the difference, there are many, including my 70-plus-year-old parents, who generally can't tell and believe they are watching real people. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Karnak,
let's do one more, then we'll go to the next story.
Karnak for 5 says, replace AI with Photoshop some 25 years ago. I saw all this happen back then. They took our jobs were screened back then.
It's not the same at all. It's a terrible example. It's not the same at all.
I still have more to get to.
Yeah, we'll get to the rest here in a little bit, guys. Thank you very much for your support today. Genuinely appreciate it. What a fun show it's been with our new friend Nyanus. So, all right. Do you want to talk about the Florida ongoings, or do you want
Florida.
to?
Oh, wait, what else?
There's another story that involves Asmongold going viral for saying the most obvious statement ever.
I like the spice on that last one.
Okay.
I want you guys to get in trouble too.
Oh, listen, this is we would have been in trouble a long time ago if you get in trouble for this. Let's see what Asmongold had to say.
Being transgender is not the same as being a biological female.
I should have known it was something so simple yet so elegant.
Yep.
To set the internet off.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how many times you repeat the lie to each other. It doesn't matter how many upvotes you get. It doesn't matter how many likes you have. It doesn't matter how many institutions tell you that you're a good boy. Biology is still the same. And it's not going to change. It's not going to become different. You're not going to have some sort of understanding. It's just bad gaslight. Yes, it's like basically people covering their ears saying, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No, they're real. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's so embarrassing, isn't it? It is. You never be an ovarian warrior. Yeah, exactly. When we speedrun, I know as a girl in Subnautica. Well, the thing is, a lot of the female speedrunners, many of them are trans also. So, like, they're biological men. So, I mean, I've seen this too. I mean, it's a phenomenon. I don't even know how it happens, but it's true. Well,
I'll tell you why. Because most people who play video games, specifically hardcore video games, are dudes. That's how. Yeah, that's how. It's amazing. So he's going... Yeah, I know. He's going viral for this statement right here. It says millions of views on it. And this is the most, mundane milquetoast take ever, right?
For most of human existence, this would be the most lukewarm take available. They'd be like,
yes.
Yeah, what else is new? The sky is blue. Carry on, son.
Right. And it's this goes back Yeah, go ahead.
People have just been called transgender or transvestites. Like we've always accepted that people have been doing this, but suddenly it's like, no, they're women. But it's okay to call cis women, and trans women are women. But like they don't like the connotation of being a trans woman. Like I never really got the whole, this shouldn't be that spicy of a take.
Yeah, I don't play the cis thing. I don't play that at all.
I can't stand it. Like they toss that around, but they don't want to be called a trans woman. It's just like, I don't want to be called cis. Like I'm a woman, you're a trans woman. We agree upon this like forever. And suddenly it's a problem. I don't subscribe.
Well, there is actually another big problem. And that is we have a couple graphs here to indicate that. That includes the testicle injuries in women's sports have definitely spiked.
Oh, my goodness.
It's definitely spiked the last few years, which I don't know if there's any correlation to this that's been going on, but, there's something to that. And this other wonderful chart as well, talking about a functional system versus a dysfunctional system. Talking about the unkind truth versus a kind lie this is where it's all built around the kind lie and the dysfunctional system. And I think that, people talk about Asmongold all the time. The thing that he does exceptionally well is he speaks in wonderful 30 to 60 second sound bites like that. And he's able to articulate those things so well. The idea that that's exactly what it is. It's like a fucking child going, no. I'm a woman, right?
Yeah.
That's not how it works. And he does a good job of articulating that very, very well. So
I would agree. And pissing people off for saying, again, just the most normal take. This is how we would have agreed upon, like for ages. It's just the nuts online that for some reason have been pushing this. And I just, no. And like he said, doesn't matter how many upvotes you get. That just means there's like just as many mentally ill people out there. Like, I don't know what to say. I've never understood it. I don't care what adults do with themselves, but it's like, I'm not going to change the way English works. No, like, the whole Latinx thing when like Spanish has masculine and feminine words, like we can't do this. We can't do this.
I just go back to, people go, why do you care so much?
Yeah.
They go, why do you care so much? It's because I care about reality. I care about truth. I care about
people shouldn't be policed over nonsense. Like it's nonsense. Like you can go do your own thing without me having to agree with it.
Right. Well, good on Asmongold for popping off again for,
I should have known it was that simple. Yeah.
I know. All right. We God, you were so excited about the Florida story.
Yeah, what's Florida going on about? We're gonna have both?
Yeah, let's do a real quick hit here. Okay. This is a great example of the old FAFO over here. And I am a big proponent of this, as the Volusia Sheriff's Office in Florida arrested a 12-year-old girl who threatened to kill a teacher and shoot up an elementary school.
Yes.
And
based Florida yet again.
Yes. She making written and electronic threats to kill and unlawful use of a two-way communications device. And here is this girl. But have you seen this video?
I have not seen the video. No.
Tell me you knew exactly what this person was going to look like at 12 years old without knowing.
Is she going to have dyed hair, piercings?
Here we are.
Oh, Jesus, of course.
Green hair, I should have fucking known.
Yep.
The green hair is always the worst. There's a scale to the hair colors, and the greens are they're the worst ones.
The green's the worst, huh?
I wish I just guessed that.
It's always the same, the way that they carry themselves, their posture, their hair, their facial expressions. It's all the same.
Zombie.
I just don't care. Yeah.
Can we also, for the love of God, get rid of this whole stupid thing about kids get different jail sentences? It's stupid. Craig, did you ever kill anybody?
No, and I never really threatened to kill anybody either.
Great. So we're on board
I
with that.
understood that was wrong. Yeah.
I think we got that. Life.
Well, let me just say this. I have an 11-year-old daughter, right? She knows what's right from wrong. She knows that she can't say, hey, I'm going to off this teacher and shoot up in an elementary school. She knows she can't say those things, right? And by the way, let's have a brief conversation, I don't know, about this fucktard's parents over here.
Who
Like-
would let their 12-year-old go out like that?
Right.
Yeah, people are really aging up their kids. It like kind of breaks my heart when people dress their kids up like adults. Like, you see kids going off to kindergarten for the first day and they've got like a full set of nails and they're wearing like skimpy clothing and like stop living your fantasies through your child. You're making them out to be like bait for some freak. Like dress them like a kid. Put them in the Winnie the Pooh sweatshirt and send them to school. Like let them be a kid. I don't know.
I had
like,
this
beauty
really cool
pageants
apple
always rub
sweater.
me the wrong way. Like it's always like, I don't know.
I literally had like this apple sweater that was like not like Apple, like the brand, like a fruit.
Yeah,
Fruit. It
yeah.
was the
I had a
coolest
shirt
thing
called
ever, like the zip up of a freaking fruit. of an apple.
Yeah, I had like a
was so
clam
cool.
up shirt, and you could lift the clams, and there was like pearls.
Yeah.
Little
Where's all
faces
the
and
cool
stuff.
clothes again? Or
Yeah,
like
that's
the random
the
stuff.
lights that the shoes that light up.
Yeah.
The things you can only have one time.
Remember when the wheelies were a thing?
Yes.
The Heelys
On
or
the
whatever they're
shoes?
called.
The
Heelys. Yeah,
Heelys,
no,
yeah.
I remember like schools. That was like
I never got one of those.
teachers could not stand it. No, I never got one either. But
No.
the kids that went down the halls with them, and the teachers like screaming after them. Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can all agree that, if you're, I love what Florida's doing there. I love the idea that Florida is putting down some consequences here. They took a threat seriously because, hey, you never know. Like we've seen people who have been, I saw this, the headline about a 19-year-old idiot who was a boy pretending to be a girl, made some threats, and they went after him. And like, that's what needs to happen. If you like, this is the quintessential fuck around, find out. You don't fuck around with statements like that. And as a parent, you need to let your kid know those things are unacceptable socially across the board.
Yeah, and there's consequences. Like I'm so weird how consequences have kind of just gone away for a little while there. I don't know. It's strange.
Yes,
to the point
it
that
is.
people think it's weird that law enforcement exists. It's the conversations people have and the things they get uppity about. It's like, I thought we all agreed on this a while ago. Like this kind of benefits us all to have rules of law. Like, how do you think society works? Like, I don't really get it.
Well, we've gotten long past that point of people agreeing with what's good for society. We are so past that by any
That
means.
is
All right.
very true.
All right. Well, let us know if you think that Florida's doing the good thing there by arresting the 12-year-old girl, which go get them there, Florida. Love that. All right. Let's go ahead and finish up strong. We're going to get to the rest of your super chats, direct donations here in just a second. But actually, before we do, Game Hunter Sirius came in with a $50 level of support. It says, "Morning, Nyanus. Would you like to be a VTuber summoning for the Asmongold Kirsche JRPG? I've been writing the character lore and the world story. Still writing the job classes, magic, and skills. $50 for Halo. Would you like to be a VTuber summoner for the game?"
I would. That'd be fun.
All right. There you go. Game Hunter
I forgot to
Sirius.
play some assets. Oops.
Play them. Let's go. All right. Speaking of assets, look, go get him. Go get him. Go get all. Sorry.
Why is he so fast? He's so fucking small. How can I get him with my long legs? This is bullshit.
Little bastard. It's ridiculous. All right. Speaking of assets, it's time for today in video game history.
Today in gaming history with Blams.
Olive Garden can suck my tits.
Okay, there, Olive Garden tit sucker.
Ew. Anyway, May 7th, everybody, Crash Bandicoot Collector Edition, I can't speak English, was released in 2002. You have Biozone, released in 2010. And then look at this game called Pick Lock, released back in 2020, which I think is ironic considering the Summer of Love that happened in 2020. There's a game called Pick Lock. The end.
That's
This
true.
better have been the worst game list of all time.
I'll deal with you
Well,
later.
Well, May 7th is not exactly a stellar day for gaming, but some noticeable games that you missed today
Didn't miss
include
anything.
Juiced for mobile.
Was that a
in
game based on
2005.
like John Cena or The Rock? Like, what are we doing?
Oh, but
It's a mobile game. Who the fuck cares?
okay. I'll remember that next time you put it. Ooh,
I haven't put one in there.
Raiden Fighters Aces. That's a fun one. That's
I
a
prefer
downloadable
Raiden
title.
Fighters Kings.
You're just saying words at this point.
No, it's called cards. Kings,
Okay.
aces. Hmm?
Yeah, I get it. Uh-oh,
You're
Phoenix
right.
is pissed.
Yeah, it's a biggie for me. Tesla Effect, a Tex Murphy adventure. Holla to those 5 people out there that love Tex Murphy.
I'm sorry that Blabs ruined your day.
It's a day that ends in Y with him. It's fine.
Look at this game. My child lesbian born.
It doesn't say lesbian. It says Levin's born.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's all. 8 years ago.
Oh, Shakedown Hawaii.
Yeah, that was a good game there. Shakedown Hawaii. I think this was actually the last game released for the PlayStation Vita, if memory serves correct.
Might have been. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the 2D GTA.
Yes. Thunder Paw. You mentioned Picklock. Ooh, Hood. Outlaws and Legends. It'd be better if it was Da Hood. Outlaws and Legends. It'd be a good one right there. Let's see. AFL 26. Didn't know that was a thing. Sounds good. And Alabaster Dawn.
Oh, look at that Duck Side of the Moon. How adorbs.com that is.
Hey, Blaz, why don't you look up? I always ask you to look up the porno.
Ago.
Yeah, coming out today. Yeah.
I want to play Duck Side of the Moon.
Why don't you? I always ask you to look up the porno games. Why don't you look up Duck Side of the Moon and tell us what you find? Huh?
All right, I'm looking at
it's a porno game.
No. It was released
Some goodness.
Brew Games. Waddle and fly as a duck in space. Explore every corner of the galaxy and find curious creatures and materials along the way. Craft gadgets, upgrade your spaceship, and get cozy in this relaxing adventure. It's kind of adorable, actually. I'm gonna put it in my watch list.
I love this game.
Oh, Phoenix is over here looking it up. He's just making
looking
so
it up
happy.
myself.
That is cute, actually. That's adorable. It's also on Nintendo.
It's also on my Nintendo right now.
I'm downloading it. Another game that's being released today is a game called Mixtape. Have you seen that? There's a lot of. I saw this being reviewed. It's getting like 9s and 10s.
Yeah, that's really familiar. I remember hearing a lot about it. Do you know what it is?
I haven't seen it. No, I'm gonna need. To do
I think
a
it's
bit
been
of
in
digging.
development for a while.
Well, there we are. All right, that is today in video game history. Thank you, Blabs.
You're welcome.
All right. Tenarian came in with 10, says, that was a decent Arnold impersonation. Mally's was good too, but Craig spoke over it. Nintendo should go back to Star Fox Adventures, but with more focus on platforming and space battles. Make it more cartoony like Ratchet and Clank, maybe. $10 for Xenosaga.
I agree with everything except that last part.
Oh. Rat came in with 5, says, the anti-AI crowd is completely delulu. Before AI during concept phase, we used to pull images from Google and pictures. We look at and photo bash them together and create assets and art. AI is just a tool and makes it easier to generate more ideas. Thank you, Rat. All right, Blabs. Phoenix is looking at something in the sky, shaking his head, just following it back and forth. Okay. Blabs, why don't we get a couple supers? But before we do, let's get an update on where we're at, because I think that Mass Effect is on the comeback trail.
Okay.
Me too. Let's see. Here we go. Come on, Mass Effect. Whoops. $1,837.81 for Halo. And wow, now you can't even buy the game at this amount. $30. Mass Effect. Apologies to the developers and all the talented people who worked on that. And Xenosaga at $193. $100 for Echo and $2, I believe, for Harry Potter Lego.
Wow.
It's actually going to be $4 for Harry Potter Lego. Because Corey Anderson says, for 2, Real Talk, Lego Harry Potter are fantastic games.
Okay. Thank you very much, Corey Anderson. Go ahead, Blabs. Fire it off. What do we got?
Okay. Anthony Pretend says, I feel bad for Mass Effect, but I actually like Xenosaga better because I have a tattoo from the series. 10 for Xenosaga. Gold Soul Ninja for 5 says, Blabs, why are you like Meg from Family Guy? I don't know. Modest Rat, you saying I'm hot?
Way more likable. What?
Anyway, Modest Rat for 5 says, I bada bing. Remember falling down the movie? Reminds me of the combo. Also, arrivederci mozzarella. Okay. Sly Rye for 10 says it's more than this for Ryan Cohen. Others found that he stands up to get a huge bonus if he can get the valuation of GameStop above a certain amount, and buying eBay would push the value past that point. Tinley for 5 says $5 for the pink cat to choose, which is Xenosaga. So 5 for Xenosaga. Evil Mandrake for 20 says, tried to send with Rumble, but it just doesn't work. Starfox looks great, but the style is shit. I hope there's a lot of new content to be worth it. Starfox Assault is awesome. Best Starfox game. For Xenosaga, that's 20 for Xenosaga. Evan for 10 says, I know you get more of the money from donations via Rumble Wallet. Unfortunately, Rumble doesn't seem to think my postal code is real, so I cannot donate from them. I'm sorry, that sucks. Vlad for 2 says, it's our pal Nyanus, comrade. LOL. Vlad also says, cis is considered a slur for normal people, correct? Victus for 10 says, my big gripe with AI is what it's done to my local community. People had their water and tables poisoned and home value destroyed for a data center. Okay, I was about to say decanter. Data center nobody asked for. Officials turn a blind eye to it. Okay, still making sure I'm caught up. Nathan for 5 says, do what I do. Call them what they've always been and what they always will be, cosplayers. Corey for 2 says, don't know Tex Murphy, have heard of Jack Murphy. And Commodore Fan for 2 says, the lack of consequences stems from libs being in power and telling people rules for me and not for thee if you follow our indoctrination, so they get away with it. And we were too weak to say no to this bullshit.
Yeah, well, commies want to destroy society. That's their end goal, and so it makes sense that they follow that.
And Crumbs for 10 says Xenosaga. And we are not caught up.
Awesome. Guys, thank you very much for your generosity today. We genuinely appreciate that. A couple quick notes for you guys. Number one, before we officially announce the winner, which is still too close to tell. So just want to
I think Mass Effect might have squeaked one in at the end there.
Potentially. I want to remind you guys that coming up very shortly. Oh, hold on.
Happy birthday to Phoenix.
Oh,
this
nice.
is for Mass Effect.jk. Fuck you. For Xenosaga. Much love, Phoenix, right?
That's $50 for Xenosaga from John Kanji right there. John, thank you very much for your wonderful support. That is a $50 on the wall right there. All right, a couple quick reminders. Coming up at 3 o'clock Central Time. Hold on, I want to make sure that people hear me on this. This is very important. I just stare at the screen, guys. Stare at the screen. Just look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Okay. Coming up at 3 o'clock Central Time. Over on Side Scrollers Plus and over here on YouTube for YouTube members. It's me versus Echo the Dolphin. It's finally happening today, 3 o'clock Central Time in about 100 minutes from now. Now, you can become a member over here on YouTube and watch it, or you can join us over on Side Scrollers Plus. You can join and become an annual member using that promo code on your screen, 50 off. It's going to be $50 for the entire year. You get all access to all of our premium programming, including the VTuber Chaos event we have coming up in a couple weeks. So there's always more looking ahead, which is great. So once again, use that promo code at sidescrollersplus.com, get 50 off, or become a YouTube member and watch at 3 o'clock Central Time today. Me versus Echo the Dolphin. Way more than just a playthrough today, guys. I'm telling you that. All right. Phoenix, let's officially get a final tally. We're going to see if Mass Effect wins.
Oh.
What do we got, Phoenix?
All right, here we go. I want to thank everyone for coming in clutch at the last hour and flooding in for Mass Effect. Here we go. Mass Effect's going to win, right? $1,847.81. Xenosaga at $288.03.
No, add 2 to that one.
Oh.
Because Lee YouTube came in before I could get a word and says, looks like another pandemic is coming. Xenosaga.
$290.03 for Xenosaga, $100 for Echo, $4 for Harry Potter Lego, some amount for Diablo. We don't know. It's uncalculated. We don't know. And $30 for Mass Effect, which, of course, means, and honestly, Halo's a good game. It's okay to lose this. Of course, the winner is Halo.
Advancing to the final round, the final matchup, which will take place tomorrow against The Legend of Zelda, is Halo. Accepting on behalf of Halo and the franchise is our brand new friend, Nyanus.
Jesus, that's me.
You have to give an acceptance speech.
Oh, thank you. Oh, am I winning something?
Yeah,
what have I won? The experience of a lifetime. Slumming it with the side scrollers has been a dream of mine since the day I learned that you could slum it.
No. You except for Halo, not for us.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Halo. Oh, of course Halo won. by like 60 times the amount of Mass Effect. I'm not shocked. Congratulations, Halo.
Phoenix, let's go back to that bracket there, my friend, and take a look at
61 times. How much is the multiplication on that? Any names in chat?
It was a lot. Well, there's our matchup tomorrow.
Landslide.
Zelda versus Halo. You can take a look at the entire bracket if you would, please, Phoenix. You can see the entire matchup as we have gone from 16 down to the final 2.
This is a crazy matchup.
Oh, yes. 2 legendary franchises squaring off. Nintendo versus Microsoft. We'll see how this plays out tomorrow. This should be very, very exciting. Thank you very much for that, Phoenix. We'll see how this finishes tomorrow. Nyanus, you have been super fun.
Thanks. You're not too bad yourself there.
Appreciate that. That's great. We know, but we appreciate you slumming with us on a day-to-day basis. With that said, please tell everybody about where they can find you, because we're going to put your links and everything down in the description.
You can find me kind of all over the internet. Your pal Anus on Twitter, Nyanus most places. And then on Twitter or on Twitch, I got 2 N's. Nyanus.
Oh, they didn't allow.
Someone already took my name. They took my name. It's some dead account that they don't even use it. I don't know. I was too slow. For the longest time, I didn't even stream on Twitch because I hate them. But
so you're telling me, Nyanus, that there's only 1 N in your anus?
There's only 1 N in my anus, except when I'm on Twitch. Then I put 2.
Instead, there's 2 N's in your in your
anus. Yeah.
It's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, the butt jokes. Anytime I go to the back end of the stream, they write themselves.
This is great. It's wonderful. I know Phoenix is a big fan of 1 N in the anus.
How I live my life, dogs. How I live my life.
Right. That's right. All right, awesome. Guys, have a great day. Go check out Nyanus, all the anuses.
Says, thank you, Nyanus, for your words. AI, and specifically generative AI, is here to stay, and the people need to learn to use it better than their selves and their crafts, and don't get ran over by corporations. Okay, thanks.
Tedley in the chat goes, Jesus! That's awesome. Once again, coming up in about 90 minutes, I'll be back. Craig versus Echo the Dolphin. That'll be, you'll see the notification for that over on YouTube very soon, especially for those of you who are members. Looking forward to that. And of course, join us over on Side Scrollers Plus for the fun. Use that promo code 50off. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Go check out Nyanus, everyone's favorite Nyanus, down in the chat, down low.
The internet's
great
anus.
times. That's right. There we are. I love it. We'll be back tomorrow when we are joined by
Vera, because Lady Decade is away, so it's just Vera tomorrow.
Ooh, tomorrow's going to be some hardcore video games. I'll tell you that much. And intense autism. All right. We'll be back then tomorrow. But until then, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great rest of your day. See you later. Bye-bye. You supposed to say fatality, Blabs?
Oh, I was muted. Fatality. I was muted.
Oh, that's good.
I'm multitasking.
You did a horrible job at the end. Just horrible job. Hit that thumbs up. See you later. Bye-bye. God.